In a world that seems to move faster every day, it can feel as though life is rushing by without offering the satisfaction and meaning many people long for. The stress of daily routines, the pressure to meet endless expectations, and the constant noise of modern life can leave you feeling overwhelmed and disconnected from what truly matters. The dream of a more fulfilling life often feels out of reach, hidden behind the responsibilities and struggles that seem to pile up endlessly. But what if, instead of chasing fulfillment through material success or fleeting pleasures, you could find it in something deeper? What if you could transform your everyday existence by changing how you see the world, how you respond to challenges, and how you approach each moment? This path to a richer, more meaningful life is not found in external rewards, but within yourself. It's about tapping into a mindset that allows you to create peace, purpose, and joy, no matter where you are or what you face. Think about the times you've faced adversity, moments when the weight of the world felt heavier than you could carry. Yet, despite it all, you found a way to keep moving forward. Those moments of strength, when you didn't let hardship break you, are the core of something far more powerful than most realize. The key is learning how to harness that strength every day, not just in times of crisis, but as a daily practice that leads to true fulfillment. The ancient Stoic philosophers understood this. They believed that the power to shape a meaningful life lies not in the outside world, but in how you choose to react to it. They taught that while life will always present challenges, you have the ability to decide how those challenges affect you. You can let obstacles defeat you, or you can use them as opportunities to grow, to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. At first glance, Stoicism may sound like a cold or distant philosophy, one that asks people to suppress their emotions and endure life's hardships without complaint. But in truth, it's a deeply empowering way of thinking, one that offers practical tools to lead a richer, more fulfilling life. Stoicism isn't about ignoring your feelings or pretending that pain and struggle don't exist. Rather, it's about understanding that while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can always control how you respond. This shift in thinking is powerful. It allows you to stop being a passive participant in life, blown around by every obstacle, and start taking control. Instead of letting setbacks bring you down, you begin to see them as stepping stones on the path to personal growth. Every challenge, every moment of discomfort becomes a chance to practice resilience, to refine your character, and to find meaning in even the most difficult experiences. As you begin to adopt this mindset, something profound happens. Life becomes more manageable and even more rewarding. You start to focus on the things that truly matter: your purpose, your actions, and your ability to stay centered no matter what life throws at you. And with that focus comes a deeper sense of fulfillment, one that is not dependent on external circumstances, but rooted firmly within yourself. In today's world, it's easy to get lost in the noise. Every day we're bombarded with messages telling us that happiness comes from having more money, more success, more recognition. But these things, while desirable in moderation, often lead to a never-ending cycle of dissatisfaction. Once you reach one goal, another one appears, and the chase begins again. Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment is not about constantly striving for more, but about learning to be content with less. This doesn't mean you stop setting goals or pursuing dreams, but it does mean that you learn to find joy in the process rather than fixating solely on the outcome. By focusing on what you can control, your actions, your mindset, your responses, you free yourself from the anxiety that comes with chasing things outside your control. This approach brings a profound sense of peace. Suddenly, you no longer feel the need to constantly compare yourself to others, to measure your worth by society's ever-changing standards. Instead, you start to define success on your own terms. You begin to realize that a fulfilling life isn't one that's free from challenges, but one in which you are able to face those challenges with grace and resilience. By adopting the Stoic mindset, you also gain the ability to let go of things that no longer serve you. Whether it's toxic relationships, negative thought patterns, or the endless need for external approval, Stoicism gives you the tools to release what's holding you back. This process of letting go is incredibly freeing, allowing you to focus your energy on the things that truly bring you joy and fulfillment. At the heart of Stoicism is the idea that life is short and time is precious. Every moment spent worrying about things you cannot change is a moment lost. Instead of allowing your thoughts to be consumed by fear, regret, or envy, Stoicism encourages you to live fully in the present, appreciating the simple beauty of everyday life. Whether it's enjoying a quiet morning, spending time with loved ones, or taking a walk in nature, these small moments become sources of great fulfillment when viewed through the Stoic lens. But living a more fulfilling life is not just about mindset, it's about action. Stoicism teaches that it's not enough to think differently, you must also live differently. This means aligning your actions with your values, taking deliberate steps every day to move closer to your goals, and living with integrity and purpose. When your actions are in harmony with your beliefs, you experience a deeper sense of satisfaction and self-worth. For many, the pursuit of success and fulfillment can feel like a lonely journey. But one of the most important lessons Stoicism teaches is the value of community and connection. Building meaningful relationships with others based on mutual respect and understanding is a crucial part of living a fulfilling life. By focusing on the quality of your relationships rather than the quantity, you create deeper, more authentic connections that bring lasting joy. As you begin to integrate Stoic principles into your life, you'll notice a shift. You'll start to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. You'll find peace in the process, rather than constantly striving for an unattainable ideal. You'll learn to let go of things outside your control and focus on what truly matters. And most importantly, you'll begin to live a life that feels fulfilling, not because of external achievements, but because you have created a deep sense of purpose, peace, and joy within yourself. This journey won't always be easy. There will be moments when you're tempted to fall back into old patterns, to give in to fear, doubt, or frustration. But with each step, you'll grow stronger. Each challenge you face will serve as a reminder of the power you hold within. And with time, you'll discover that the fulfillment you've been seeking has been within your reach all along. As you continue on this path, you'll not only transform your own life, but also inspire those around you. By living with purpose, practicing gratitude, and maintaining emotional control, you become a beacon of strength and wisdom for others. And in doing so, you create a ripple effect that can touch the lives of countless people, helping them find their own path to fulfillment. So, as you step into 2025, remember that the power to create a more fulfilling life lies within you. With the right mindset and deliberate action, you can transform not only your circumstances, but also your entire way of being. This year, choose to live with intention, to embrace challenges as opportunities, and to find joy in the simple moments. Because in the end, a fulfilling life isn't something you find, it's something you create. As the introduction closes, we begin a new phase of reflection on how to craft a life filled with meaning and purpose. There is something incredibly powerful about living with intention, a deep sense of clarity that comes from knowing not only who you are, but also why you do what you do. The path to a more meaningful life in 2025 starts here, where every action is a step towards something greater, and every choice aligns with your deepest values. Living with purpose doesn't just happen overnight. It requires effort, awareness, and the ability to look inward with honesty. For many, life can feel like a series of obligations, a routine filled with tasks that don't seem to lead anywhere significant. But what if every action you take could be infused with meaning? Stoicism teaches us that the key to fulfillment lies in aligning our actions with our higher purpose, and it is here that we begin the journey toward intentional living. The first step is gaining clarity about what truly matters to you. It's easy to get lost in the noise of modern life, where distractions are constant and expectations from others can cloud your judgment. However, by taking time to reflect on your core values, you lay the foundation for living with purpose. It is this self-awareness that allows you to align your actions with what truly resonates within your heart. When you wake up each morning, you face a world full of choices. Every decision, no matter how small, is an opportunity to either move closer to your purpose or drift further away from it. Stoicism encourages us to be conscious of these decisions, to approach each day with a sense of mindfulness that ensures our actions reflect our true intentions. There is power in knowing that the path you are on is of your own design, shaped by your choices and your desire to live a meaningful life. This is where the concept of intentional action becomes essential. Stoicism teaches that our actions should not be dictated by fleeting emotions or external pressures, but by a deliberate sense of purpose. When your actions are aligned with your values, there is a sense of peace that follows. You are no longer caught in the chaos of trying to please everyone or chasing goals that don't fulfill you. Instead, you find yourself moving steadily toward what truly matters. Aligning your actions with your purpose also requires discipline. It is not enough to simply want to live a meaningful life. You must take consistent steps to make it a reality. Discipline is the bridge between your intentions and your actions. It is what allows you to stay focused on your goals, even when distractions and challenges arise. Stoicism teaches that by cultivating discipline, you gain control over your life and your future. There will be times when the path is not clear. Doubt may creep in, and you may wonder if you are truly on the right course. During these moments, it is essential to return to your core values and remind yourself of why you are pursuing this journey. Stoicism encourages you to find strength in adversity and to use moments of uncertainty as opportunities for growth. Every challenge you face is a chance to refine your purpose and strengthen your resolve. As you begin to align your actions with your purpose, you will notice a shift in how you approach your goals. No longer are they simply tasks to be completed, but meaningful milestones on the road to fulfillment. Each goal becomes a reflection of your higher purpose, and achieving them brings not only satisfaction, but a deep sense of alignment with who you are. Stoicism reminds us that success is not just about reaching the destination, but about walking the path with integrity and intention. It's also important to understand that living with purpose doesn't mean life becomes easy. In fact, the pursuit of a meaningful life often brings with it new challenges and obstacles. However, when your actions are aligned with your purpose, these challenges take on new meaning. They are no longer roadblocks, but opportunities to prove your commitment to your values and to grow stronger in the process. The people around you will notice this shift as well. When you live with purpose, your relationships begin to reflect that clarity. You attract individuals who support your vision, and you build connections that are based on mutual respect and understanding. Stoicism teaches that aligning your actions with your purpose not only transforms your own life, but also has a ripple effect on those around you. You become a source of inspiration, a person who others look to for guidance and wisdom. One of the greatest benefits of aligning your actions with your purpose is the sense of inner peace it brings. When you are living in accordance with your values, there is no longer a need to chase after external validation or approval. You know that you are living in a way that is true to yourself, and that knowledge creates a deep sense of contentment. Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes not from material success, but from living a life of purpose. This alignment also gives you the ability to handle adversity with grace. When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you are able to face them with a sense of calm and confidence. You know that no matter what happens, your actions are rooted in something greater than the immediate situation. Stoicism teaches that when your actions are aligned with your purpose, even the most difficult circumstances can be met with resilience and strength. Living with purpose also requires a deep sense of accountability. You are responsible for your own actions, and you must be willing to hold yourself to a high standard. Stoicism teaches that by taking ownership of your decisions, you empower yourself to create the life you truly want. There is no room for excuses or blaming others, only a commitment to aligning your actions with your purpose and staying true to your values. As you continue on this journey, you will discover that living with purpose is not about perfection. There will be moments when you stumble, when you make mistakes, or when you lose sight of your goals. But Stoicism teaches that these moments are not failures. They are opportunities to learn and grow. Each misstep is a chance to realign your actions with your purpose and to continue moving forward with greater wisdom and clarity. Over time, this alignment becomes second nature. You begin to approach every aspect of your life with intention, from the way you spend your time to the relationships you nurture. Stoicism teaches that living with purpose is not something you do occasionally. It becomes a way of life. Every decision, every action is an opportunity to honor your values and to move closer to the life you desire. Living with purpose also helps you to prioritize what truly matters. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to get pulled in 100 different directions. But when your actions are aligned with your purpose, you gain clarity on where to focus your energy. Stoicism teaches that by eliminating distractions and focusing on what is truly important, you can create a life that is both fulfilling and meaningful. One of the greatest challenges in aligning your actions with your purpose is letting go of things that no longer serve you. This could be habits, relationships, or even old ways of thinking. Stoicism teaches that in order to live with purpose, you must be willing to release what is holding you back. By doing so, you create space for new opportunities and experiences that are in alignment with your values. The process of alignment is not always comfortable. It requires you to step outside of your comfort zone and to confront difficult truths about yourself and your life. But Stoicism teaches that true growth happens when you are willing to face discomfort and embrace change. By aligning your actions with your purpose, you become stronger, more resilient, and more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. As you continue to align your actions with your purpose, you will begin to experience a deeper sense of fulfillment. Life no longer feels like a series of disconnected events, but a cohesive journey towards something greater. Stoicism teaches that living with purpose gives your life meaning, and that meaning creates a sense of fulfillment that cannot be found in external achievements alone. This fulfillment also brings with it a sense of gratitude. When your actions are aligned with your purpose, you begin to appreciate the small moments that make life meaningful. Whether it's a quiet morning, a meaningful conversation, or a moment of reflection, you learn to find joy in the present. Stoicism teaches that gratitude is a natural result of living with purpose, and it is through this gratitude that you experience true happiness. In the end, aligning your actions with your purpose is not just about achieving success or reaching your goals. It's about creating a life that feels authentic and meaningful. Stoicism teaches that when you live with purpose, You are able to face whatever life throws at you with grace, resilience, and a deep sense of inner peace. And that, more than anything, is the true meaning of fulfillment. As we move forward from aligning your actions with your purpose, another vital aspect of living a fulfilling life comes into focus: emotional control. It is one thing to walk a path guided by purpose, but how do you maintain composure when life throws challenges your way? Mastering emotional control is not about suppressing feelings, but about managing them with clarity and strength. This ability becomes the foundation for resilience and inner freedom, both of which are essential for navigating the inevitable ups and downs of life in 2025. In moments of stress or frustration, emotions can quickly take control, clouding your judgment and leading to actions that you may later regret. Stoicism teaches that emotions, while natural, should not be the driving force behind your decisions. Instead, they are signals, valuable insights into how you are reacting to the world around you. Learning to control these reactions allows you to approach each situation with a calm and steady mind. The first step to mastering emotional control is recognizing the triggers that cause emotional reactions. These triggers could be external, like a stressful situation at work, or internal, such as negative self-talk. By becoming aware of what sets off these emotions, you gain the ability to step back and choose your response rather than being swept away by the emotion itself. This awareness is crucial to maintaining balance and composure in difficult situations. Emotional control is not about ignoring or repressing feelings. It's about creating a healthy distance between your emotions and your actions. You can feel anger, frustration, or sadness without letting those emotions dictate how you behave. Stoicism teaches that your emotions are not who you are. They are temporary states that pass if you don't feed them with impulsive reactions. Mastering this perspective brings a sense of calm that can be life-changing. When you practice emotional control, you start to notice that life becomes less chaotic. The world around you may remain unpredictable, but internally you develop a steady sense of peace. You are no longer reacting to every little thing that happens, but instead you approach each moment with thoughtful consideration. This shift allows you to focus on what truly matters, rather than getting caught up in fleeting emotional storms. Building emotional control requires patience and practice. There will be moments when you feel your emotions rising, but instead of reacting immediately, you pause and reflect. This pause is where real power lies. It is in these moments that you regain control over the situation. Stoicism teaches that the ability to pause and reflect before reacting is one of the greatest strengths a person can cultivate. It allows you to respond to life from a place of wisdom rather than impulse. Over time, this practice of pausing becomes second nature. You begin to approach every challenge with a calm, composed mind. You no longer feel the need to react immediately to every stressor or problem. Instead, you develop the ability to think clearly and make decisions that align with your values and purpose. Emotional control gives you the power to stay grounded even when the world around you feels unstable. One of the key benefits of mastering emotional control is the freedom it brings. When you are no longer a prisoner to your emotions, you are free to live your life on your own terms. You are no longer swayed by the highs and lows of external circumstances, but instead you maintain a steady course, guided by your principles. This emotional freedom is liberating and allows you to move through life with confidence and grace. Resilience is another powerful outcome of emotional control. Life will always present difficulties, but with resilience, you are able to bounce back from these challenges without being overwhelmed. Stoicism teaches that emotional control is the foundation of resilience. When you are able to manage your emotions, you build the strength needed to face adversity without losing your sense of purpose or direction. Emotional control also improves your relationships. When you are able to stay calm and composed in difficult situations, you create a sense of stability that others can rely on. Whether in personal or professional relationships, your ability to manage your emotions positively impacts those around you. Stoicism teaches that when you are in control of your emotions, you communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts with greater ease, and build deeper connections with others. Another important aspect of emotional control is the ability to let go of things that are beyond your control. Stoicism emphasizes that while you cannot control what happens to you, you can always control how you respond. By focusing only on what you can influence, your thoughts, actions, and emotions, you free yourself from unnecessary worry and stress. This shift in focus allows you to conserve your energy for the things that truly matter, leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Mastering emotional control also enhances your ability to focus. When your mind is not constantly distracted by emotional turmoil, you are able to direct your attention to the tasks at hand with greater clarity. This focus not only improves your productivity, but also allows you to engage more fully in the present moment. Stoicism teaches that living fully in the present is key to a meaningful life, and emotional control is a critical part of achieving that presence. Another aspect of emotional control is developing a mindset of acceptance. When you accept that you cannot change everything around you, you release the need to fight against reality. Stoicism teaches that by accepting the things you cannot change, you find peace. This acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means recognizing the limits of your control and focusing your energy where it can make a difference. This mindset shift is powerful and transformative. Emotional control also helps you maintain a sense of perspective. When you are caught up in your emotions, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. Small problems can feel overwhelming, and challenges can seem insurmountable. But when you practice emotional control, you are able to step back and view the situation from a broader perspective. Stoicism teaches that this ability to maintain perspective is essential for making wise decisions and finding peace in difficult times. As you continue to develop emotional control, you begin to notice that you are less reactive to external events. Things that used to upset or frustrate you no longer have the same power over your emotions. You start to see life's challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats. This shift in perspective allows you to approach each situation with a sense of calm and confidence, knowing that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. Emotional control also enhances your ability to experience joy. When you are not constantly battling emotional turmoil, you are free to appreciate the simple pleasures of life. Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes not from external circumstances, but from within. By mastering your emotions, you create space for joy, gratitude, and peace to flourish, even in the midst of challenges. One of the greatest gifts that emotional control offers is the ability to remain calm under pressure. In high-stress situations, your ability to manage your emotions can make the difference between success and failure. Stoicism teaches that when you are able to stay calm in the face of adversity, you are more likely to make rational, thoughtful decisions. This skill is invaluable, not only in your personal life, but also in your professional endeavors. Emotional control also fosters self-awareness. When you are in tune with your emotions, you gain a deeper understanding of yourself, your triggers, your strengths, and your weaknesses. Stoicism encourages this kind of self-reflection as a way to grow and improve. By becoming more aware of your emotional landscape, you are better equipped to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and grace. Another benefit of emotional control is the ability to cultivate patience. In today's fast-paced world, patience is often in short supply. However, Stoicism teaches that patience is essential for living a meaningful life. When you are able to manage your emotions, you develop the patience to wait for the right moment, to endure difficult times, and to approach challenges with a steady, calm demeanor. Emotional control also strengthens your ability to handle criticism. In life, there will always be people who disagree with you or offer negative feedback. Without emotional control, criticism can feel like a personal attack. But Stoicism teaches that by managing your emotions, you can view criticism objectively, taking what is useful and letting go of what is not. This skill allows you to grow from feedback without being weighed down by it. Another important outcome of emotional control is the ability to forgive. Holding on to anger and resentment only harms you in the long run. Stoicism teaches that by mastering your emotions, you can release negative feelings and offer forgiveness, not for the sake of others, but for your own peace of mind. Forgiveness is an act of emotional freedom, and it allows you to move forward with a lighter heart. As you continue to develop emotional control, you will also notice a shift in how you handle uncertainty. Life is full of unknowns, and it's easy to feel anxious about the future. But Stoicism teaches that by controlling your emotions, you can embrace uncertainty with curiosity rather than fear. This mindset allows you to face the unknown with confidence, knowing that you have the strength to handle whatever comes next. Emotional control also helps you stay true to your values. When emotions run high, it's easy to make decisions that go against your principles. But Stoicism teaches that by managing your emotions, you maintain clarity and integrity, even in difficult situations. This ability to stay true to yourself is a key component of living a fulfilling life. Another benefit of emotional control is the ability to experience peace, even in chaos. Life is unpredictable, and there will always be moments of chaos and confusion. But Stoicism teaches that when you control your emotions, you create an inner sanctuary of calm that cannot be disturbed by external events. This inner peace allows you to navigate life's storms with grace and resilience. Emotional control also enhances your ability to set and achieve goals. When you are in control of your emotions, you are better able to stay focused on what matters most. Stoicism teaches that emotional control is essential for staying committed to your goals, even when the path is difficult. This focus and determination are key to creating a life of purpose and fulfillment. Finally, emotional control helps you cultivate a sense of gratitude. When you are not constantly reacting to life's challenges, you are able to appreciate the good things in your life more fully. Stoicism teaches that gratitude is one of the highest virtues, and by mastering your emotions, you open yourself up to a deeper sense of thankfulness for the present moment and the journey ahead. As we move from mastering emotional control to understanding how to live a more fulfilling life, the next step is embracing the transformative power of gratitude. In Stoicism, gratitude is not merely an occasional practice, but a way of seeing the world. It is through gratitude that we shift our focus from what is missing to what is already present, creating a mindset that allows joy to enter even the simplest of moments. Gratitude, when practiced consistently, opens the door to a life filled with meaning and fulfillment, not by seeking more, but by appreciating what is already within reach. Gratitude begins by recognizing the abundance in everyday life. Often, it's easy to overlook the things we have become accustomed to: the warmth of a home, the support of loved ones, or the beauty of nature around us. However, by making a conscious effort to pause and acknowledge these simple gifts, a profound shift occurs. The mind, no longer focused on lack, begins to see the world through a lens of plenty. This mental shift brings a sense of contentment and peace, reminding us that fulfillment is not found in future achievements, but in the present moment. Gratitude also encourages a deeper connection with others. When we express genuine thanks to those who impact our lives, relationships strengthen and deepen. This expression of gratitude doesn't have to be grand. A simple word of appreciation or acknowledgement of someone's kindness can foster a sense of mutual respect and understanding. In Stoicism, relationships are seen as a key aspect of living a virtuous life, and gratitude serves as the glue that holds these relationships together, making them more meaningful. By practicing gratitude, we also become more attuned to the moments of joy that arise throughout the day. Life is filled with fleeting moments of happiness, but without gratitude, these moments may pass unnoticed. Whether it's a shared laugh, a quiet sunset, or the warmth of a morning cup of coffee, gratitude teaches us to savor these instances. This simple act of paying attention allows us to draw fulfillment from the things we once took for granted, adding richness to daily life. Gratitude also has the power to transform challenges into opportunities for growth. In Stoicism, hardships are viewed not as obstacles, but as pathways to greater wisdom and strength. When we approach difficulties with a grateful heart, we begin to see the lessons hidden within them. Instead of feeling defeated by life's challenges, gratitude encourages us to reflect on what we can learn and how we can grow. This shift in perspective turns adversity into a stepping stone toward personal development. One of the most profound aspects of gratitude is its ability to foster resilience. Life is unpredictable, and there will always be moments of hardship and uncertainty. However, by cultivating gratitude, we build the mental and emotional fortitude needed to face these challenges with grace. Gratitude grounds us in the present, reminding us of the resources and support we already have. This grounding allows us to weather life's storms without losing sight of the good that still exists, even in difficult times. Gratitude also invites us to simplify our lives. In a world driven by consumerism and the constant push for more, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that happiness lies in accumulation. However, Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment comes from appreciating what we already have. By focusing on the essentials and letting go of the need for excess, we create space for gratitude to flourish. This simplicity brings clarity and peace, allowing us to live more intentionally and with greater satisfaction. Another key benefit of practicing gratitude is the sense of purpose it cultivates. When we regularly reflect on what we are thankful for, we gain insight into what truly matters to us. This reflection helps us align our actions with our values, creating a life that feels more purposeful and fulfilling. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in accordance with our higher purpose, and gratitude is the tool that helps us stay connected to that purpose. Gratitude also has a profound impact on mental well-being. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude regularly can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, increase overall happiness, and improve emotional resilience. Stoicism, with its focus on cultivating a healthy mind, aligns with these findings. By focusing on what we are grateful for, we shift our thoughts away from negativity and worry, creating a more balanced and peaceful mental state. Through gratitude, we also develop a greater sense of patience. Life rarely unfolds according to our timeline, and it's easy to become frustrated when things don't go as planned. However, by practicing gratitude for the present moment, we learn to accept life's pace with grace. This patience allows us to approach challenges with a calm and measured attitude, knowing that everything has its time. Gratitude teaches us to appreciate the journey, not just the destination. Gratitude can also deepen our connection to nature. Stoicism teaches that we are part of the natural world, and by appreciating the beauty and intricacies of the environment around us, We strengthen this connection. Whether it's the stillness of a forest, the sound of waves crashing on the shore, or the changing colors of the seasons, practicing gratitude for these natural wonders brings a sense of awe and fulfillment. This connection to nature reminds us of our place in the larger world and helps us feel more grounded and peaceful. Gratitude also encourages humility. In recognizing the many gifts and opportunities that come our way, we become more aware that much of what we experience is not solely due to our own efforts. This awareness fosters a sense of humility, reminding us that we are not in complete control of everything in our lives. Stoicism teaches that humility is a virtue, and gratitude is a powerful way to cultivate this quality. By acknowledging the role of luck, timing, and the help of others, we remain humble in our successes and grounded in our outlook. In moments of difficulty, gratitude offers a way to find balance and perspective. When we are caught up in frustration or disappointment, it's easy to focus solely on what's going wrong. However, by practicing gratitude, we shift our attention to what is still good and stable in our lives. This balance doesn't negate the challenges we face, but it helps us see the full picture, allowing us to move forward with a more positive and resilient mindset. Gratitude also invites us to let go of the need for constant validation from others. In a world where approval and recognition are often sought, Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment comes from within. By practicing gratitude for our own strengths, achievements, and values, we no longer rely on external validation to feel worthy. This internal sense of gratitude fosters self-acceptance and confidence, allowing us to live authentically and without the need for constant approval. Practicing gratitude also helps us to be more present. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in the moment, and gratitude naturally brings us into the present. When we focus on what we are thankful for right now, we are not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. This presence allows us to experience life more fully and to appreciate the richness of each moment. It's in this present awareness that we find true fulfillment. Gratitude also teaches us to celebrate small victories. Often, we wait for big milestones to feel a sense of accomplishment, but Stoicism encourages us to recognize the importance of the small steps we take along the way. By being grateful for these small wins, we build momentum and motivation, reinforcing a positive mindset that propels us forward. This practice of celebrating progress, no matter how minor, helps us stay committed to our goals and fosters a deeper sense of satisfaction. Through gratitude, we also develop a greater appreciation for the people in our lives. Stoicism teaches that relationships are one of the most important aspects of a fulfilling life. By regularly expressing gratitude for the support, love, and companionship of others, we strengthen these bonds and create a deeper sense of connection. This practice not only enhances our relationships, but also brings more joy and fulfillment into our everyday interactions. Gratitude also helps us to release the pressure of perfectionism. In a world that often encourages us to strive for flawlessness, it's easy to feel like we're never enough. However, Stoicism teaches that fulfillment comes from progress, not perfection. By practicing gratitude for our efforts and the lessons learned along the way, we release the need for perfection and embrace a more compassionate view of ourselves. This shift allows us to find peace in our imperfections and to appreciate the growth that comes from being human. Another benefit of gratitude is its ability to foster forgiveness. Holding on to anger and resentment only creates suffering within ourselves. However, by practicing gratitude for the good things in our lives, we create space for forgiveness. Stoicism teaches that forgiveness is not about excusing wrongdoing, but about freeing ourselves from the burden of negative emotions. Gratitude helps us focus on what is positive and valuable, making it easier to let go of grudges and move forward with a lighter heart. Gratitude also encourages us to live with greater intention. When we regularly reflect on what we are thankful for, we become more mindful of how we spend our time and energy. Stoicism teaches that a fulfilling life is one lived with purpose, and gratitude helps us align our actions with our values. By being intentional about where we focus our gratitude, we make choices that are more in line with what truly matters to us, leading to a deeper sense of fulfillment. Practicing gratitude also nurtures a sense of inner calm. When we focus on what we appreciate, our mind naturally becomes more peaceful. Stoicism teaches that peace of mind is one of the highest forms of happiness, and gratitude is a key to achieving it. By regularly practicing gratitude, we create a mental environment that is less prone to stress and anxiety, allowing us to move through life with greater ease and tranquility. Through gratitude, we also develop a greater sense of empathy. Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment comes not only from focusing on ourselves, but from contributing to the well-being of others. When we practice gratitude, we become more aware of the kindness and generosity of others, which fosters a sense of empathy and compassion. This empathy deepens our connections with others and allows us to live more harmoniously within our communities. Gratitude also serves as a reminder of life's impermanence. Stoicism teaches that nothing lasts forever, and by practicing gratitude, we learn to cherish the present moment without clinging to it. This awareness brings a sense of peace as we begin to appreciate the beauty of each moment while accepting that change is inevitable. Gratitude allows us to live fully in the present without fear of losing what we have, knowing that each moment is a gift. By practicing gratitude, we also become more generous. Stoicism teaches that true happiness is found not in receiving, but in giving. When we are grateful for what we have, we naturally want to share that abundance with others. Whether it's through acts of kindness, sharing our time, or offering support, gratitude inspires us to give back, creating a cycle of generosity that enriches both our lives and the lives of those around us. Gratitude also teaches us to embrace simplicity. Stoicism emphasizes that fulfillment is not found in excess, but in appreciating the essentials. By practicing gratitude for the simple things, like a warm meal, a good conversation, or a peaceful walk, we shift our focus away from materialism and toward what truly matters. This simplicity brings clarity and peace, allowing us to live a life that feels more aligned with our values. Through gratitude, we also develop a deeper sense of trust in life's unfolding. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control everything that happens, we can control how we respond. By practicing gratitude, we build faith in the process of life, trusting that even when things don't go as planned, there is still something valuable to be gained. This trust allows us to move through life with greater resilience and confidence, knowing that there is always something to appreciate. Gratitude also enhances our ability to experience joy. Stoicism teaches that happiness is not found in external achievements, but in the way we choose to experience life. By cultivating gratitude, we create a mindset that allows us to find joy in the simplest moments, turning ordinary experiences into opportunities for fulfillment. This joy is not fleeting. It is a deep and lasting sense of contentment that comes from appreciating the richness of life as it is. Having explored the transformative power of gratitude, it's time to shift our focus inward to one of the most liberating aspects of Stoicism, the detachment from external validation. Many people unknowingly build their sense of worth based on the approval of others, chasing praise and recognition as a way to feel valued. But this constant seeking of external validation creates a fragile sense of self that can be easily shattered by criticism or rejection. Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes from within, and by detaching from the need for external approval, we find a lasting sense of self-fulfillment that no one can take away. When you stop depending on others to validate your worth, you gain a profound sense of freedom. No longer are your actions dictated by the opinions of others. Instead, you are guided by your own principles and values. This freedom is empowering because it allows you to make choices that align with who you truly are, rather than conforming to societal expectations or the desires of others. Stoicism encourages you to cultivate this inner freedom by focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and responses, while letting go of the things you cannot, such as other people's opinions. Detaching from external validation also helps you build a more stable and resilient sense of self. When your worth is not tied to how others perceive you, criticism and judgment lose their power over you. Stoicism teaches that other people's opinions are beyond your control, and therefore they should not influence your sense of happiness or fulfillment. By recognizing that your value does not depend on external factors, you become more resilient in the face of adversity, able to maintain your inner peace even when others disapprove or criticize you. This shift away from external validation also allows you to embrace authenticity. When you no longer feel the need to perform for others, you can fully embrace who you are without fear of judgment. Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment comes from living in accordance with your values, not from trying to meet the expectations of others. By detaching from external approval, you create space to express your true self, leading to a deeper sense of satisfaction and joy. The pursuit of external validation often leads to a life of constant comparison. It's easy to measure your worth against the success, appearance, or achievements of others, but Stoicism teaches that comparison is a futile exercise. Everyone's journey is different, and comparing yourself to others only detracts from your own growth and progress. By focusing on your own path and finding happiness within, you stop wasting energy on comparison and instead invest it in becoming the best version of yourself. As you detach from the need for external approval, you also become more self-reliant. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of developing inner strength and confidence. When you rely on yourself for validation, you no longer need others to tell you that you are enough. You already know it. This self-reliance builds a solid foundation for your self-esteem, making it unshakable in the face of criticism or rejection. You begin to trust your own judgment and abilities, knowing that your worth comes from within, not from the opinions of others. By cultivating self-approval, you also experience a greater sense of peace. The constant search for external validation can be exhausting, leaving you always on edge, wondering whether you're doing enough to be liked or admired. But when you let go of this need, you find a quiet sense of calm. You are no longer chasing approval or trying to meet someone else's standards. Instead, you live by your own values and principles, finding contentment in being true to yourself. Detaching from external validation also allows you to develop a deeper sense of self-awareness. When you are no longer focused on pleasing others, you have the space to reflect on your own desires, values, and goals. Stoicism teaches that self-reflection is key to personal growth, and by turning your attention inward, you gain clarity about who you are and what truly matters to you. This self-awareness helps you live more intentionally, making choices that align with your authentic self rather than seeking approval from others. In addition, this shift away from external validation enhances your relationships. When you stop seeking approval from others, you engage with people more genuinely. You are not trying to impress or win favor. You are simply being yourself. This authenticity creates stronger, more meaningful connections, as people are drawn to your sincerity and confidence. Stoicism teaches that relationships built on mutual respect and understanding are far more fulfilling than those based on a need for validation. Another benefit of detaching from external validation is the ability to handle criticism with grace. Stoicism reminds us that we cannot control what others think or say about us. By accepting this truth, we become less affected by criticism, knowing that it does not define our worth. Instead of taking criticism personally, we can view it objectively, taking what is useful and discarding what is not. This ability to remain composed in the face of criticism strengthens our emotional resilience and allows us to grow without being derailed by negative feedback. When you no longer seek validation from others, you also become more focused on your own goals and values. Stoicism encourages you to live with purpose, guided by your inner principles rather than the shifting opinions of others. By detaching from external approval, you are free to pursue what truly matters to you without being swayed by trends or societal pressures. This clarity of purpose brings a deeper sense of fulfillment as you are living in alignment with your true self. Detaching from external validation also helps you overcome the fear of failure. When your self-worth is not tied to success or recognition, failure becomes less daunting. Stoicism teaches that failure is a natural part of life and an opportunity for growth. By shifting your focus from seeking approval to learning and improving, you begin to view failure as a stepping stone on your journey, rather than a reflection of your worth. This mindset allows you to take risks, try new things, and embrace challenges without fear of judgment. Another key aspect of finding happiness within is the ability to let go of perfectionism. When you stop seeking external validation, you no longer feel the pressure to be perfect in order to be accepted or admired. Stoicism teaches that perfection is an illusion, and striving for it only leads to frustration and dissatisfaction. By embracing your imperfections and focusing on progress rather than perfection, you create a more compassionate and fulfilling relationship with yourself. As you detach from external validation, you also develop a stronger sense of independence. Stoicism teaches that true freedom comes from within, and by freeing yourself from the need for approval, you become more self-sufficient. You are no longer reliant on others to feel good about yourself, and this independence allows you to make choices that are in line with your own values and desires. This sense of autonomy is empowering, as it gives you control over your own happiness and fulfillment. Detaching from the need for approval also fosters emotional stability. When your self-worth is not dependent on external factors, you are less likely to be swayed by the ups and downs of life. Stoicism teaches that true peace comes from within, and by focusing on your inner values rather than external validation, you create a steady sense of contentment that is not easily shaken by outside circumstances. This emotional stability allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. By letting go of the need for external validation, you also become more authentic in your decision-making. When you are not concerned with what others think, you are free to make choices that are true to your values and desires. Stoicism teaches that living authentically is key to a fulfilling life, and by trusting your own judgment, you create a life that reflects who you truly are. This authenticity leads to greater satisfaction and joy, as you are no longer living for others, but for yourself. Detaching from external validation also allows you to embrace vulnerability. Stoicism teaches that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness, and by accepting your imperfections and flaws, you open yourself up to deeper connections and personal growth. When you are no longer afraid of judgment or rejection, you can be more open and honest with yourself and others. This vulnerability fosters trust and intimacy in relationships, leading to more meaningful and fulfilling connections. Another benefit of detaching from external validation is the ability to set healthy boundaries. When you are not seeking approval from others, you are more likely to prioritize your own well-being and protect your energy. Stoicism teaches that setting boundaries is essential for maintaining inner peace and emotional health. By focusing on your own values and needs rather than trying to please others, you create a balanced and fulfilling life that honors your own worth. As you stop seeking external validation, you also develop a greater sense of self-compassion. Stoicism teaches that we are all human and we will inevitably make mistakes and face challenges. By letting go of the need for perfection or approval, you create space for self-compassion, allowing yourself to grow and learn without harsh judgment. This self-compassion fosters a healthier relationship with yourself, leading to greater emotional resilience and inner peace. Detaching from external validation also allows you to embrace your individuality. When you are no longer trying to fit into someone else's mold, you are free to express your unique qualities and talents. Stoicism teaches that each person has their own path to fulfillment, and by embracing your individuality, you create a life that is authentic and true to who you are. This sense of self-expression leads to greater fulfillment as you are living in alignment with your true nature. As you detach from the need for external approval, you also become more confident in your own worth. Stoicism teaches that your value is inherent, not something that needs to be earned through the approval of others. By recognizing your own worth, independent of external validation, you develop a deep sense of confidence and self-esteem. This confidence allows you to move through life with greater ease, knowing that you are enough just as you are. Detaching from external validation also helps you develop a growth mindset. When your worth is not tied to success or approval, you are more open to learning and improving. Stoicism teaches that personal growth is a lifelong journey, and by focusing on your own development rather than seeking external validation, you create a mindset of continuous improvement. This growth mindset allows you to embrace challenges and setbacks as opportunities for learning rather than as threats to your self-worth. As you stop seeking external validation, you also become more present in your life. Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment is found in the present moment, not in the opinions or judgments of others. By focusing on your own values and experiences rather than seeking approval, you become more mindful of the present, allowing you to fully engage with life as it unfolds. This presence leads to a deeper sense of joy and fulfillment, as you are no longer distracted by the need for external validation. Detaching from the need for approval also helps you cultivate inner peace. Stoicism teaches that peace of mind comes from within, and by letting go of the need for external validation, you create a sense of calm and contentment that is not dependent on outside factors. This inner peace allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace, knowing that your worth is not tied to the opinions or judgments of others. By focusing on your own happiness rather than seeking it from others, you also develop a greater sense of purpose. Stoicism teaches that a fulfilling life is one lived in alignment with your own values and goals. By detaching from external validation, you create space to explore what truly matters to you, leading to a life that is rich with meaning and purpose. As you detach from the need for external approval, you also begin to appreciate your own strengths and accomplishments. Stoicism teaches that self-reflection is key to personal growth, and by focusing on your own achievements rather than seeking validation from others, you build a deeper sense of self-worth. This self-appreciation fosters a greater sense of fulfillment, as you are no longer relying on external recognition to feel valued. Detaching from external validation also allows you to live more authentically in your relationships. When you are not seeking approval, you are free to be yourself, creating deeper and more meaningful connections with others. Stoicism teaches that relationships built on authenticity are more fulfilling, as they are based on mutual respect and understanding rather than a need for validation. By letting go of the need for external validation, you also become more open to feedback. Stoicism teaches that personal growth requires reflection and learning, and by detaching from the need for approval, you are able to receive feedback without feeling threatened. This openness to feedback allows you to continue growing and improving, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Finally, by detaching from external validation, you cultivate a deeper sense of self-love. Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes from within, and by focusing on your own worth, rather than seeking approval from others, you create a foundation of self-love that is unshakable. This self-love allows you to move through life with confidence and joy, knowing that your value is not dependent on anyone else's opinion, but rooted in your own sense of self-worth. Having explored how detaching from external validation leads to lasting self-fulfillment, we now turn to a practice that sets the tone for how we live each day: the morning routine. How you begin your morning shapes your entire day, and adopting a Stoic-inspired routine brings clarity, focus, and intention into every moment. The morning offers a fresh start, a chance to ground yourself in your values before the world's distractions take hold. In 2025, by building a structured, mindful morning practice, you empower yourself to tackle challenges with resilience and live each day with purpose. A Stoic morning routine begins with reflection. Before engaging with the outside world, taking time to reflect on your goals, values, and the mindset you wish to carry through the day provides a solid foundation. This moment of stillness helps you focus on what truly matters and prevents your day from being shaped by the chaos and demands of others. Reflection in the morning offers a reset for the mind, clearing away the clutter of yesterday and creating space for intentional action. As part of this reflection, Stoicism encourages you to think about your purpose for the day. What is your primary focus, and how do you want to align your actions with your deeper values? By identifying your purpose each morning, you prevent yourself from being swept away by distractions or minor inconveniences. This clarity ensures that every action you take throughout the day serves your broader goals, helping you live with greater intention and meaning. An essential part of a Stoic morning routine is setting realistic expectations. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. By preparing your mind for potential difficulties, you cultivate resilience. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. By mentally preparing for setbacks in the morning, you create a buffer between yourself and frustration, allowing you to maintain calm and composure no matter what arises. The practice of gratitude is another key component of a Stoic morning routine. Before diving into your day, taking a moment to acknowledge the things you are grateful for shifts your mindset from lack to abundance. Gratitude reminds you of the blessings in your life, no matter how small, and helps you focus on the positive aspects of your day. By starting your morning with this practice, you cultivate a sense of peace and contentment that carries you through challenges with grace. A Stoic morning routine also emphasizes the importance of physical movement. Whether through a short walk, stretching, or more vigorous exercise, moving your body in the morning helps energize your mind and prepares you to face the day ahead. Stoicism teaches that the mind and body are interconnected, and taking care of your physical health is essential to maintaining mental clarity. Movement in the morning is not just about fitness, It's about creating a sense of balance and readiness for the tasks ahead. Another powerful aspect of a Stoic-inspired morning is practicing mindfulness. Before the demands of the day begin, taking a few moments to center yourself in the present helps you approach the day with clarity and focus. This mindfulness could take the form of meditation, deep breathing, or simply sitting quietly in reflection. By grounding yourself in the present moment, you sharpen your awareness and create a sense of calm that allows you to navigate the day with greater control and intentionality. Mindful consumption of information is another important aspect of a Stoic morning routine. Many people begin their day by diving into emails, social media, or the news, allowing external influences to dictate their mindset. However, Stoicism encourages you to be deliberate about what you consume. Rather than letting the outside world shape your thoughts, take time to decide what information is worth your attention. This practice helps you remain in control of your thoughts and prevents you from being overwhelmed by distractions or negativity. As you structure your morning routine, simplicity is key. Stoicism teaches that fulfillment is not found in complexity, but in focusing on the essentials. Your morning routine does not need to be long or complicated to be effective. In fact, a few intentional practices, reflection, movement, gratitude, and mindfulness are often enough to create a strong foundation for the day. The goal is not to fill your morning with endless activities, but to start the day with clarity and purpose. Another important element of a Stoic morning routine is practicing self-discipline. The morning offers a prime opportunity to exercise control over your mind and actions. By setting small goals for yourself, whether it's waking up at a consistent time, completing a task, or resisting distractions, you build mental strength. Stoicism emphasizes that self-discipline is a cornerstone of personal growth, and by cultivating it in the morning, you set the tone for the rest of the day. Consistency is also crucial in building a Stoic morning routine. While motivation can waver, consistency ensures that your practices become habits. Stoicism teaches that virtue is built through regular practice, and by committing to a morning routine, you reinforce the behaviors and mindsets that lead to a fulfilling life. Even on days when you don't feel motivated, sticking to your routine strengthens your resilience and determination. In addition to these practices, it's important to incorporate moments of silence into your morning routine. Silence allows you to connect with your inner thoughts without distraction. In a world that is constantly noisy and demanding, silence offers a rare opportunity for introspection and clarity. Stoicism teaches that wisdom comes from within, and by cultivating silence in the morning, you create space for deeper understanding and insight. As part of your Stoic morning, it's helpful to engage in a form of journaling or written reflection. Writing down your thoughts, goals, and reflections for the day helps solidify your intentions and allows you to track your progress over time. This practice also gives you a tangible way to assess how your actions align with your values. Journaling in the morning helps you clarify your thoughts and gives you a sense of direction, making it easier to navigate the day with purpose. Another key practice in a Stoic morning routine is reviewing the virtues you want to embody throughout the day. Whether it's patience, courage, kindness, or resilience, reflecting on the virtues that are most important to you helps guide your actions. Stoicism teaches that living virtuously is the path to fulfillment, and by focusing on these values in the morning, you set yourself up to make decisions that align with your highest self. Hydration is another simple but essential part of a Stoic morning routine. After a night's rest, your body needs water to function at its best. By drinking water in the morning, you not only take care of your physical health, but also send a message to yourself that you are prioritizing self-care. Stoicism teaches that taking care of your body is just as important as taking care of your mind, and this small act of hydration helps you start the day with balance and intention. A Stoic morning routine also includes planning for the day ahead. While Stoicism teaches that we cannot control everything, it also emphasizes the importance of being prepared. Taking a few moments in the morning to outline your tasks, goals, and priorities ensures that your day is focused and intentional. This planning prevents you from being reactive and allows you to approach the day with clarity and direction. At the heart of a Stoic morning routine is the practice of detachment. Stoicism teaches that while we can set goals and intentions, we must also let go of the need to control outcomes. As you reflect on your day ahead, it's important to remind yourself that while you will do your best, not everything will go as planned. By cultivating a mindset of detachment, you free yourself from the frustration that comes with unmet expectations, allowing you to face challenges with grace. A Stoic morning also includes moments of self-compassion. While Stoicism emphasizes discipline and resilience, it also teaches the importance of treating yourself with kindness. As you reflect on your day, take a moment to acknowledge that you are human and that you may face difficulties. By practicing self-compassion in the morning, you build a foundation of inner support that carries you through challenges without harsh self-judgment. Another important aspect of a Stoic morning routine is prioritizing quality over quantity. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel like you need to accomplish as much as possible, as quickly as possible. However, Stoicism teaches that it's not about how much you do, but about how well you do it. By focusing on the quality of your actions and intentions in the morning, you set the stage for a day that is filled with meaningful and purposeful work. As part of your morning routine, it's also helpful to engage in a brief moment of visualization. This is not about picturing success or material goals, but about mentally rehearsing how you want to carry yourself throughout the day. Visualizing yourself responding to challenges with patience, making decisions with clarity, and interacting with others with kindness helps solidify these behaviors in your mind. Stoicism teaches that mental preparation is key to living virtuously, and visualization in the morning reinforces this mindset. A Stoic morning also involves limiting distractions. Before the day's demands pull you in multiple directions, use your morning to focus on what truly matters. Whether it's leaving your phone off until a certain time, avoiding unnecessary emails, or simply spending your first few moments in quiet reflection. Limiting distractions in the morning helps you maintain clarity and focus throughout the day. Stoicism teaches that distraction dilutes your attention, and by starting your morning free from distractions, you set a clear and focused tone for the rest of the day. Incorporating moments of gratitude into your morning routine helps shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Stoicism teaches that contentment is found not in seeking more, but in appreciating what already exists. By taking a few moments in the morning to reflect on what you are thankful for, you start the day with a sense of peace and fulfillment. This practice creates a positive mental framework that carries you through the day, allowing you to approach challenges with a grateful heart. A Stoic morning also includes setting intentions for your behavior, not just your tasks. While planning your day's activities is important, Stoicism teaches that how you conduct yourself is equally crucial. In the morning, reflect on the kind of person you want to be throughout the day, whether it's patient, compassionate, or courageous. Setting these behavioral intentions ensures that your actions align with your values, leading to a more fulfilling and purposeful day. Lastly, a Stoic morning routine ends with a sense of readiness and acceptance. After reflecting, moving, practicing mindfulness, and setting intentions, you are prepared to face the day with clarity and resilience. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot predict what will happen, we can always choose how we respond. By beginning your morning with intention, focus, and purpose, you set the foundation for a day that reflects your best self, no matter what challenges arise. This practice, when done consistently, helps you live each day of 2025 with strength, clarity, and fulfillment. After setting the foundation of your day with a purposeful morning routine, the next challenge arises: how to maintain control over the constant stream of thoughts, especially the negative ones. Stoicism offers a powerful solution through mental discipline, helping you manage the doubts, fears, and anxieties that often take hold. In this practice, it's not about silencing all thoughts, but about mastering the ability to detach from the ones that do not serve you. Learning how to quiet negative thoughts opens the door to a focused, calm, and positive mindset that transforms the way you approach life. Negative thoughts are often like unwelcome visitors. They arrive uninvited and can overstay their welcome if not managed properly. Stoicism teaches that while you cannot always control the arrival of these thoughts, you can control how much power you give them. The first step is recognizing when a negative thought appears. Awareness is key. By acknowledging the thought without judgment, you create space between yourself and the negativity. This distance allows you to assess whether the thought is helpful or harmful. Stoicism teaches that not every thought requires your attention. Many negative thoughts are fleeting, based on irrational fears or assumptions that don't hold true in reality. By practicing the art of detachment, you learn to observe these thoughts without engaging with them. This mental discipline is not about ignoring reality, but about choosing which thoughts deserve your energy and focus. Over time, this practice becomes second nature, enabling you to let go of negativity more easily. One powerful tool that Stoicism offers for controlling negative thoughts is the practice of reframing. When a negative thought arises, instead of accepting it at face value, you have the opportunity to challenge and reframe it. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," you can shift your perspective to, "I'm still learning and growing." This simple shift in language changes the emotional weight of the thought and empowers you to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as evidence of failure. Another important aspect of managing negative thoughts is understanding that they often stem from things beyond your control. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on what you can control: your actions, your responses, and your mindset. Negative thoughts often arise from worrying about things that are outside of your influence, such as the opinions of others or future outcomes. By recognizing this, you can redirect your energy toward what is within your control, reducing the power that negative thoughts have over you. Stoic mental discipline also teaches the value of questioning your thoughts. Not every thought is rooted in truth, and many negative thoughts are based on distorted perceptions or false assumptions. By questioning the validity of a negative thought, you weaken its hold on you. Ask yourself, is this thought based on facts, or is it a product of fear or insecurity? This critical examination helps you see through the illusion of negativity and reinforces a more balanced, rational perspective. Practicing mindfulness is another effective Stoic strategy for silencing negative thoughts. When you find yourself overwhelmed by negativity, returning to the present moment can be incredibly grounding. Negative thoughts often pull you into worries about the past or anxieties about the future. By focusing on the here and now, you anchor yourself in reality and reduce the mental spiraling that feeds negative thinking. This mindfulness allows you to regain control of your thoughts and emotions, restoring a sense of calm. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is that your thoughts do not define you. Just because a negative thought enters your mind does not mean it reflects the truth of who you are. By separating your identity from your thoughts, you liberate yourself from the pressure to act on or believe every thought that arises. This detachment allows you to view your thoughts objectively, giving you the freedom to choose which ones to accept and which ones to dismiss. Stoicism also emphasizes the power of perspective. Often, negative thoughts feel overwhelming because they are magnified out of proportion. By zooming out and considering the broader picture, you gain a more balanced view. Ask yourself, will this issue matter in a week, a month, or a year? By putting things into perspective, you reduce the intensity of negative thoughts and prevent them from consuming your mind. This practice helps you maintain clarity and focus, even in challenging situations. Another powerful Stoic technique for managing negative thoughts is practicing self-compassion. Negative thoughts often thrive in an environment of harsh self-criticism. However, Stoicism teaches that personal growth comes from treating yourself with kindness and understanding. When you acknowledge your imperfections without judgment, you create space for self-improvement rather than self-condemnation. This self-compassion weakens the grip of negative thoughts and replaces them with a more constructive and supportive inner dialogue. It's also important to remember that negative thoughts are not permanent. Stoicism teaches that everything in life is temporary, including your thoughts and emotions. When negative thoughts arise, remind yourself that they will pass. This understanding reduces the urgency and intensity of the negativity, allowing you to navigate through it with patience and calm. By viewing negative thoughts as temporary, you regain control over your mental state and prevent yourself from being consumed by fleeting emotions. Stoicism also encourages the practice of gratitude as a counterbalance to negative thinking. When you focus on what is lacking or going wrong, negative thoughts naturally multiply. However, by shifting your focus to what you appreciate and value in your life, you create a mental environment that fosters positivity. Gratitude reminds you of the good that exists, even in difficult times, and helps you maintain a balanced perspective. This practice can weaken the hold of negative thoughts by redirecting your attention to what is going well. A Stoic approach to negative thoughts also involves the practice of acceptance. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, certain situations or outcomes are beyond your control. In these moments, Stoicism teaches that resisting reality only amplifies suffering. By accepting what you cannot change, you release the emotional attachment to negative thoughts that accompany frustration or disappointment. This acceptance is not about giving up, but about freeing yourself from the mental struggle that arises from wanting things to be different than they are. Another important aspect of managing negative thoughts is limiting exposure to external influences that fuel negativity. The media, social networks, and even certain people in your life can contribute to negative thinking by promoting fear, comparison, or doubt. Stoicism encourages you to be mindful of what you consume and who you surround yourself with. By reducing exposure to negative influences, you create a mental space that is more conducive to positive, focused thinking. Stoicism also teaches that action is a powerful antidote to negative thoughts. When your mind is consumed by negativity, taking purposeful action can help shift your focus and energy. Whether it's engaging in physical activity, working on a meaningful project, or helping others, action redirects your attention away from negative thinking and towards something productive. This sense of agency reinforces the Stoic belief that you have control over how you respond to your thoughts and circumstances. Stoic mental discipline also emphasizes the importance of routine and structure in managing negative thoughts. When your mind is unoccupied or aimless, negative thoughts are more likely to take hold. By maintaining a structured daily routine, you give your mind clear direction and purpose, reducing the opportunity for negativity to creep in. This structure provides a sense of stability and control, helping you stay focused on what matters rather than being distracted by unproductive thoughts. Another key principle in silencing negative thoughts is practicing patience. Stoicism teaches that personal growth and mental discipline take time. It's unrealistic to expect negative thoughts to disappear overnight. Instead, focus on gradual progress and be patient with yourself. Each time you catch and redirect a negative thought, you are strengthening your mental discipline. Over time, this practice becomes easier, and you gain more control over your thought patterns. Self-awareness is crucial in managing negative thoughts. Stoicism teaches that understanding the root cause of your thoughts is essential for gaining control over them. Negative thoughts often stem from deeper fears or insecurities, and by identifying these underlying issues, you can address them more effectively. This self-awareness helps you respond to negative thoughts with greater clarity and purpose, rather than being swept away by them. Stoicism also encourages the practice of visualization to help manage negative thoughts. Before entering challenging situations, take time to mentally prepare by visualizing yourself handling the situation with calm and composure. This mental rehearsal strengthens your ability to respond to negative thoughts with resilience. Visualization helps you anticipate potential challenges and develop a plan for how to remain focused and positive, even when negativity arises. Developing mental toughness is another important aspect of Stoic discipline. Negative thoughts often arise when you doubt your ability to handle a situation. However, Stoicism teaches that you have the inner strength to overcome adversity. By reminding yourself of your past successes and the challenges you've already faced, you build confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This mental toughness acts as a shield against negative thoughts, helping you stay strong in the face of doubt. A Stoic approach to managing negative thoughts also involves embracing uncertainty. Many negative thoughts stem from a fear of the unknown or a desire for control. Stoicism teaches that uncertainty is a natural part of life, and that accepting it leads to peace of mind. By letting go of the need to control every outcome, you free yourself from the anxiety and negative thoughts that accompany uncertainty. This acceptance allows you to focus on what you can control and trust in your ability to navigate whatever comes next. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of community and support in managing negative thoughts. While Stoicism teaches self-reliance, it also recognizes the value of connecting with others who share your values and goals. Surrounding yourself with supportive, positive individuals helps counterbalance negative thinking. These relationships provide perspective, encouragement, and accountability, reminding you that you are not alone in your challenges. Another powerful Stoic technique for silencing negative thoughts is the practice of daily reflection. At the end of each day, take time to review your thoughts and actions. Reflect on the negative thoughts that arose and how you responded to them. This reflection helps you identify patterns in your thinking and provides an opportunity to adjust your mindset for the future. By regularly reflecting on your mental discipline, you become more aware of your progress and better equipped to handle negativity. By practicing detachment, Stoicism teaches you to let go of the emotional weight that often accompanies negative thoughts. When a negative thought arises, rather than attaching a story or emotion to it, you observe it without judgment and let it pass. This detachment allows you to maintain a clear and calm mind, even in the face of challenges. It prevents you from being consumed by negativity and enables you to focus on what truly matters. Lastly, Stoicism reminds us that negative thoughts are a natural part of the human experience. but they do not define us. By practicing mental discipline, we can learn to manage these thoughts with grace and composure. Through awareness, mindfulness, and intentional action, you can silence the negativity that arises and replace it with a focused, positive mindset that leads to a more fulfilling and purposeful life. After mastering the control of negative thoughts through mental discipline, it becomes essential to protect the mental clarity and peace you've built. One of the most powerful ways to do this is by setting boundaries. Stoicism teaches the importance of safeguarding your well-being, and this starts with creating firm boundaries that shield you from toxic influences, distractions, and the constant demands of modern life. In 2025, learning to set boundaries is not just about self-preservation, but about creating space for growth, focus, and thriving in all areas of life. Boundaries are an act of self-respect. When you set clear limits on what you will and will not tolerate, you affirm your worth and protect your time and energy. Stoicism teaches that you have a limited amount of energy each day, and by allowing toxic people or distractions to deplete it, you are robbing yourself of the ability to pursue your higher goals. By setting boundaries, you conserve your energy for what truly matters, ensuring that you live in alignment with your values rather than being pulled in every direction by others. One of the most important lessons of Stoicism is the idea that you cannot control others, but you can control how you respond to them. This principle is central to setting boundaries. You may not be able to change the behavior of a toxic person, but you can decide how much access they have to your life. By establishing clear limits on your interactions, you prevent their negativity from infiltrating your mind and disrupting your peace. Boundaries are a way of taking control of your environment, ensuring that you are surrounded by people and situations that support your well-being. Setting boundaries also requires a deep understanding of your own needs and values. Stoicism encourages self-reflection, and part of this practice involves identifying what is most important to you. Once you have a clear sense of your priorities, it becomes easier to recognize when someone or something is infringing on them. Boundaries are a way of protecting what matters most to you, whether it's your time, energy, or mental health. By knowing your values, you can set boundaries that align with them, ensuring that your life stays on track. Another powerful aspect of boundaries is that they allow you to focus more deeply on your goals. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose sight of what's truly important. Stoicism teaches the value of single-minded focus, and setting boundaries helps you eliminate the distractions that prevent you from achieving your goals. Whether it's saying no to unnecessary commitments or limiting your time on social media, boundaries free up space in your life for what truly matters, enabling you to make progress toward your aspirations. Setting boundaries also fosters healthier relationships. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of mutual respect in relationships, and boundaries are a key part of cultivating that respect. When you set clear boundaries with others, you communicate your needs and expectations in a way that promotes understanding and prevents resentment. Boundaries create a sense of balance in relationships, ensuring that both parties feel respected and valued. By establishing these limits, you build relationships that are rooted in trust and mutual appreciation. In addition to improving relationships with others, setting boundaries strengthens your relationship with yourself. Stoicism teaches that self-discipline and self-respect are essential for living a virtuous life, and boundaries are a way of practicing both. When you set boundaries, you demonstrate to yourself that you are worthy of protection and care. This act of self-respect builds confidence and reinforces your commitment to your own well-being. Boundaries are not just about keeping others out. They are about keeping yourself whole and focused on your personal growth. Boundaries also play a crucial role in managing stress. Many people experience burnout because they take on too much, often out of a desire to please others or meet external expectations. Stoicism teaches that true peace comes from within, and part of cultivating that peace involves learning to say no when necessary. By setting boundaries around your time and responsibilities, you protect yourself from overwhelm and ensure that you have the mental and emotional space to recharge. This practice is essential for maintaining long-term well-being and resilience. One of the challenges people often face when setting boundaries is the fear of disappointing others. However, Stoicism reminds us that we are not responsible for other people's reactions. You cannot control how someone will respond to your boundaries, but you can control whether or not you uphold them. This distinction is crucial for maintaining strong boundaries. By focusing on what you can control, your own actions, you liberate yourself from the fear of others' opinions and stay true to your own needs and values. Boundaries also protect you from toxic influences. Whether it's negative people, environments, or habits, Stoicism teaches that you must guard your mind and heart from anything that disrupts your inner peace. Setting boundaries helps you create a buffer between yourself and these harmful influences, ensuring that you remain focused on your growth and well-being. By carefully curating the people and situations you allow into your life, you create an environment that nurtures positivity and resilience. Another powerful benefit of setting boundaries is that they enhance your ability to make decisions with clarity. When your life is cluttered with distractions or toxic relationships, it's difficult to think clearly and make sound choices. Stoicism teaches the importance of rational decision-making, and boundaries help clear the mental space needed for this process. By removing the noise and chaos from your life, you gain the mental clarity to make decisions that are in line with your values and long-term goals. Setting boundaries also helps you cultivate a sense of autonomy. In a world that often demands more than you can give, boundaries allow you to reclaim your personal power. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-reliance, and boundaries are a way of asserting that you are in control of your own life. By setting limits on what you will accept, you reinforce the belief that you are responsible for your own happiness and well-being. This sense of autonomy is empowering and helps you navigate life with greater confidence and purpose. Boundaries are also essential for protecting your energy. Stoicism teaches that your energy is a finite resource, and how you choose to spend it determines the quality of your life. By setting boundaries, you ensure that your energy is directed toward the people, projects, and activities that matter most to you. This intentional allocation of energy helps you avoid burnout and stay focused on what truly brings you fulfillment. Boundaries are not about being selfish. They are about preserving the energy you need to thrive. Another key benefit of setting boundaries is that they foster emotional resilience. When you allow toxic people or situations into your life unchecked, it can drain your emotional strength. Stoicism teaches that you must protect your inner peace at all costs, and boundaries are a way of doing this. By setting firm limits on what you will tolerate, you create emotional distance from negativity and protect your mental health. This resilience allows you to navigate challenges with greater ease and maintain a positive, focused mindset. Boundaries also promote self-care. Stoicism teaches that caring for yourself is not a luxury, but a necessity. Setting boundaries is a way of prioritizing your well-being and ensuring that you have the time and space to take care of yourself. Whether it's setting aside time for rest, saying no to draining commitments, or protecting your mental health, boundaries are a vital part of a healthy self-care routine. They allow you to replenish your energy and maintain the balance needed to live a fulfilling life. When you set boundaries, you also cultivate a sense of integrity. Stoicism teaches that living in alignment with your values is essential for a virtuous life, and boundaries help you uphold those values. By setting limits on what you will accept, you ensure that your actions and relationships are consistent with your principles. This integrity creates a sense of inner harmony, as you are no longer compromising your values to please others or meet external expectations. Boundaries help you stay true to yourself in every aspect of your life. Boundaries also foster a greater sense of balance in your life. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of moderation, and setting boundaries helps you create a balanced approach to work, relationships, and personal time. By setting limits on how much time and energy you devote to each area of your life, you prevent yourself from becoming overwhelmed or neglecting important aspects of your well-being. Boundaries create a sense of equilibrium that allows you to thrive in all areas without sacrificing your mental or physical health. Another important aspect of boundaries is that they help you prioritize your time. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to become overcommitted and lose sight of what truly matters. Stoicism teaches that time is one of our most precious resources, and boundaries help you protect it. By saying no to unnecessary obligations or distractions, you free up time for the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. This practice allows you to live more intentionally, ensuring that your time is spent on what aligns with your values and goals. Setting boundaries also improves your mental clarity. When you allow too many external influences into your life, it can cloud your judgment and make it difficult to think clearly. Stoicism teaches that maintaining a clear and focused mind is essential for living a virtuous life, and boundaries help you achieve this clarity. By creating space between yourself and distractions, you can approach each day with a greater sense of purpose and direction. This mental clarity helps you make better decisions and stay focused on what truly matters. Boundaries also foster a sense of self-trust. When you set and uphold boundaries, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of protecting your own well-being. This self-trust is essential for building confidence and resilience. Stoicism teaches that true strength comes from within, and boundaries help you tap into that inner strength by taking responsibility for your own happiness. By trusting yourself to set and maintain boundaries, you build the confidence needed to navigate life's challenges with grace. One of the most powerful aspects of boundaries is that they give you the freedom to say no. Many people struggle with saying no because they fear rejection or disappointment. However, Stoicism teaches that saying no is not a failure, but an act of self-respect. By setting boundaries around what you will and will not accept, you give yourself permission to prioritize your own needs and goals. This freedom to say no empowers you to live a life that is true to yourself, rather than constantly trying to meet the expectations of others. Setting boundaries also encourages a greater sense of mindfulness. When you are clear about your limits, you become more intentional about how you spend your time and energy. Stoicism teaches that mindfulness is essential for living a virtuous life, and boundaries help you practice this by creating space for reflection and self-awareness. By being mindful of your boundaries, you ensure that your actions are aligned with your values and that you are not overextending yourself. Boundaries also protect your creativity. When your life is filled with distractions or toxic influences, it can stifle your creative energy. Stoicism teaches that creativity and innovation are important aspects of living a fulfilling life, and boundaries help create the space needed for these qualities to flourish. By setting limits on what drains your energy, you free up mental and emotional space for creative pursuits, allowing you to express yourself fully and tap into your inner potential. In addition to protecting your creativity, boundaries also enhance your productivity. When you set clear limits on what you will focus on each day, you eliminate distractions and create a more structured approach to your work. Stoicism teaches the importance of disciplined action, and boundaries help you maintain that discipline by keeping you focused on what truly matters. This focused approach to productivity ensures that your efforts are directed toward meaningful goals rather than being scattered across unimportant tasks. Boundaries also foster a greater sense of emotional intelligence. When you set boundaries, you become more attuned to your own emotions and needs. Stoicism teaches that self-awareness is key to personal growth, and boundaries help you develop this awareness by encouraging you to reflect on what you need to feel balanced and fulfilled. This emotional intelligence allows you to navigate relationships and challenges with greater understanding and empathy, enhancing both your personal and professional life. Another powerful benefit of boundaries is that they help you build resilience. Stoicism teaches that resilience is essential for navigating life's challenges, and boundaries are a way of building that resilience by protecting your inner peace. When you set clear limits on what you will accept, you create a mental and emotional buffer that allows you to face adversity without being overwhelmed. This resilience helps you stay focused and positive, even in the face of difficult circumstances. Setting boundaries also encourages self-reflection. Stoicism teaches that self-reflection is essential for personal growth, and boundaries help create the space needed for this practice. By setting limits on external influences, you give yourself the time and mental clarity to reflect on your thoughts, actions, and goals. This self-reflection helps you stay connected to your values and ensures that you are living in alignment with your true self. Boundaries also help you cultivate a sense of gratitude. When you set limits on what you will accept, you become more mindful of the positive influences in your life. Stoicism teaches that gratitude is essential for a fulfilling life, and boundaries help you practice this by focusing your attention on what truly matters. By setting boundaries, you create space for gratitude to flourish, allowing you to appreciate the people, experiences, and opportunities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Boundaries are a powerful tool for protecting your energy, well-being, and focus. Stoicism teaches that setting clear limits on what you will accept is essential for living a virtuous and fulfilling life. By setting boundaries, you create space for personal growth, self-care, and meaningful relationships. Boundaries allow you to reclaim your time, protect your mental clarity, and stay true to your values, ensuring that you thrive in 2025 and beyond. With a firm understanding of how setting boundaries can help you thrive, it's time to delve deeper into the Stoic perspective on adversity. In life, challenges are inevitable, but how you respond to them defines your path forward. Stoicism offers a transformative mindset, seeing obstacles not as hindrances, but as opportunities for growth. By adopting this philosophy, you unlock the ability to face challenges with resilience, turning every setback into a stepping stone for personal development. This shift in perspective can reshape how you approach adversity in 2025, allowing you to find strength even in the toughest of times. The Stoic approach to adversity starts with accepting that challenges are a natural part of life. No one is immune to difficulties, and trying to avoid them only leads to frustration. Stoicism teaches that instead of fearing challenges, you should embrace them as an inevitable part of your journey. This acceptance reduces the mental resistance that often accompanies adversity, allowing you to face obstacles with greater calm and clarity. Acceptance is the first step toward transforming difficulties into opportunities for growth. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the belief that you cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. This principle is essential when dealing with adversity. Instead of focusing on the challenges themselves, Stoicism encourages you to focus on your reaction to them. By shifting your attention to what is within your control, your mindset, your actions, and your emotions, you regain power over the situation. This mental shift allows you to approach challenges with a sense of agency, rather than feeling like a victim of circumstance. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of perspective. When faced with adversity, it's easy to become consumed by the immediate problem. However, Stoicism teaches that challenges are temporary, and by zooming out to view the bigger picture, you can gain a more balanced perspective. Ask yourself how this challenge fits into the broader context of your life. Will it matter in a year? By putting adversity into perspective, you reduce its emotional impact and create space for rational decision-making. Another powerful Stoic principle is the idea that adversity builds strength. Just as physical muscles grow stronger through resistance, your mental and emotional strength grows through challenges. Each obstacle you face is an opportunity to develop resilience, patience, and perseverance. Stoicism teaches that without adversity, personal growth would be impossible. By reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, you shift your mindset from one of frustration to one of empowerment. Adversity also presents an opportunity to practice self-discipline. Stoicism teaches that self-control is a key virtue, and challenges often test your ability to remain composed in difficult situations. When faced with adversity, your natural reaction may be to panic or react impulsively. However, Stoicism encourages you to pause, reflect, and respond with intention. By practicing self-discipline in the face of challenges, you strengthen your ability to navigate future difficulties with greater ease. A central tenet of Stoicism is the belief that adversity reveals your true character. When everything is going well, it's easy to maintain a positive attitude. But when life becomes difficult, your character is put to the test. Stoicism teaches that challenges provide an opportunity to prove your resilience, integrity, and strength. By viewing adversity as a chance to demonstrate your virtues, you transform difficulties into opportunities for self-improvement. Stoicism also encourages you to find meaning in adversity. Rather than viewing challenges as random or unfair, Stoicism teaches that every difficulty has the potential to teach you something valuable. Whether it's a lesson in patience, a chance to develop empathy, or an opportunity to reevaluate your priorities, adversity can offer profound insights. By approaching challenges with a mindset of curiosity and learning, you uncover the hidden lessons within them. In the face of adversity, Stoicism teaches the importance of perseverance. Challenges often test your endurance and willpower, but Stoicism reminds you that true strength lies in your ability to keep going, even when things are tough. By adopting a mindset of perseverance, you develop the resilience needed to push through obstacles and continue moving forward. This perseverance not only helps you overcome the immediate challenge, but also builds long-term resilience for future difficulties. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of gratitude in times of adversity. It may seem counterintuitive, but by focusing on what you still have, even in difficult times, you cultivate a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. Gratitude helps shift your attention away from what is going wrong and toward what is still good in your life. This practice of gratitude strengthens your ability to remain hopeful and optimistic, even in the face of adversity. One of the key ways Stoicism helps you turn challenges into opportunities is through the practice of detachment. Stoicism teaches that suffering often comes not from the challenges themselves, but from your attachment to specific outcomes. By learning to detach from the need for things to go a certain way, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and disappointment. Detachment allows you to face adversity with a sense of openness, ready to adapt and find new solutions rather than clinging to old expectations. Another important Stoic principle is the idea of embracing discomfort. In modern life, there is a tendency to avoid discomfort at all costs, but Stoicism teaches that discomfort is often a necessary part of growth. By willingly facing challenges and stepping outside of your comfort zone, you build resilience and adaptability. Adversity forces you to confront discomfort, and by doing so, you expand your capacity to handle difficult situations in the future. Stoicism also teaches that adversity is an opportunity to practice patience. When faced with challenges, it's natural to want a quick solution or resolution. However, Stoicism encourages you to practice patience and trust the process. By accepting that some challenges take time to overcome, you reduce frustration and maintain a sense of calm. Patience allows you to navigate adversity with grace, knowing that progress is being made, even if it's not immediately visible. In times of adversity, Stoicism also reminds you to focus on what you can learn from the experience. Every challenge offers a lesson, whether it's about yourself, others, or the world around you. By approaching adversity with a mindset of curiosity, you transform difficulties into valuable learning experiences. This growth mindset allows you to emerge from challenges stronger and wiser, ready to apply the lessons you've learned to future situations. Another key aspect of overcoming adversity like a Stoic is the practice of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and continue moving forward, no matter how difficult the situation. Stoicism teaches that resilience is not something you are born with, but something you develop through practice. Each time you face adversity and choose to persevere, you strengthen your resilience, making it easier to handle future challenges with confidence and composure. Stoicism also encourages the practice of self-reflection during times of adversity. When faced with a challenge, it's important to take a step back and reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Self-reflection allows you to assess how you are handling the situation and identify areas where you can improve. By regularly reflecting on your response to adversity, you develop greater self-awareness and become more intentional in your approach to future challenges. In addition to self-reflection, Stoicism teaches the importance of community and support during times of adversity. While Stoicism emphasizes self-reliance, it also recognizes the value of seeking support from others. When faced with a challenge, reaching out to trusted friends, mentors, or loved ones can provide valuable perspective and encouragement. Stoicism reminds you that you don't have to face adversity alone. By leaning on your community, you gain strength and insight to overcome obstacles. Adversity also provides an opportunity to practice humility. Stoicism teaches that challenges can be a reminder of your limitations and the unpredictability of life. By approaching adversity with humility, you acknowledge that you don't have all the answers and that it's okay to ask for help or admit when you are struggling. This humility not only strengthens your character, but also opens you up to new solutions and perspectives that you may not have considered on your own. One of the most transformative aspects of Stoicism is its emphasis on inner strength. When faced with adversity, Stoicism teaches that your true power comes from within, not from external circumstances. By focusing on cultivating inner strength, such as resilience, patience, and self-discipline, you become less dependent on external outcomes for your sense of peace and fulfillment. This inner strength allows you to remain grounded and composed, even when faced with the most difficult challenges. Stoicism also teaches that adversity can help you clarify your values. When life is easy, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. However, adversity forces you to reevaluate your priorities and reconnect with your core values. Challenges often reveal what is most important to you, whether it's your relationships, your health, or your sense of purpose. By using adversity as an opportunity to reaffirm your values, you gain a deeper sense of clarity and direction in your life. Another important lesson Stoicism offers in overcoming adversity is the practice of acceptance. While Stoicism encourages you to take action in the face of challenges, it also teaches that there are some things you cannot change. Acceptance does not mean giving up. Rather, it means recognizing what is beyond your control and making peace with it. By accepting what you cannot change, you free yourself from the mental struggle and focus your energy on what you can control. In times of adversity, Stoicism also teaches the importance of flexibility. Challenges often require you to adapt and find new solutions. Stoicism encourages you to remain open to different approaches and to embrace change when necessary. This flexibility allows you to navigate adversity with creativity and resourcefulness, turning obstacles into opportunities for innovation and growth. Stoicism also teaches that adversity can help you develop greater emotional intelligence. When faced with challenges, it's important to recognize and manage your emotions in a healthy way. Stoicism encourages you to observe your emotions without being controlled by them. By practicing emotional regulation, you can respond to adversity with clarity and reason, rather than reacting impulsively or out of fear. This emotional intelligence allows you to handle challenges with greater composure and effectiveness. Another key Stoic principle in overcoming adversity is the idea of persistence. Stoicism teaches that progress is often slow and that true success comes from consistent effort over time. When faced with a challenge, it's important to remain persistent, even when the road ahead seems long or difficult. This persistence is not about forcing an outcome, but about staying committed to your goals and values, no matter what obstacles arise. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of detaching from outcomes during times of adversity. While it's natural to hope for a positive outcome, Stoicism teaches that you cannot always control the results of your efforts. By detaching from the need for a specific outcome, you free yourself from disappointment and frustration. Instead, you focus on doing your best and accepting whatever comes your way with grace. This detachment allows you to remain calm and resilient, even when the outcome is uncertain. Stoicism offers a powerful framework for overcoming adversity by turning challenges into opportunities for growth. By embracing adversity as a natural part of life, practicing self-discipline, cultivating inner strength, and maintaining perspective, you can navigate challenges with resilience and grace. Adversity becomes not something to fear, but a catalyst for personal development and transformation, allowing you to emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable of facing whatever comes your way in 2025 and beyond. As we've explored how Stoicism transforms adversity into growth, it's clear that many challenges stem from an attachment to specific outcomes. This leads to frustration when things don't go as planned. Stoicism teaches that peace comes from focusing on the effort you put into something, not the result. By detaching from the outcome and embracing the process, you free yourself from the emotional roller coaster of disappointment or fleeting success. This mindset shift can bring a profound sense of peace and contentment, allowing you to engage fully in the present moment without being weighed down by expectations. When you focus solely on outcomes, you tether your happiness to something you cannot fully control. Stoicism teaches that while you can influence outcomes through your actions, many external factors remain beyond your control. By attaching yourself to the result, you place your sense of satisfaction in the hands of these uncontrollable elements. Detaching from the outcome allows you to reclaim your power, finding fulfillment in the effort itself rather than the unpredictable results. Detachment from outcomes also reduces anxiety. Much of the stress in life comes from worrying about how things will turn out. Will your efforts be rewarded? Will you succeed? These questions create mental strain and constant fear of failure. However, Stoicism teaches that peace comes from focusing on what you can control, your actions, attitude, and commitment. By detaching from the need for a specific outcome, you alleviate the pressure that often comes with high expectations, allowing yourself to move forward with calm and clarity. Another key benefit of detaching from outcomes is that it encourages resilience. When you're attached to a particular result, failure can feel devastating, leading to discouragement or even giving up. But when you focus on the process rather than the result, failure becomes less daunting. Stoicism teaches that setbacks are part of the journey and that the real growth happens in how you respond to these setbacks. By embracing the process, you become more resilient in the face of obstacles, seeing them as opportunities to learn rather than as final judgments of your efforts. Detaching from outcomes also fosters creativity. When you're fixated on achieving a specific result, you may limit yourself to a narrow path, missing out on new ideas or approaches. Stoicism encourages you to remain open to different possibilities by focusing on the process. This openness allows creativity to flourish, as you're not constrained by rigid expectations. By embracing the journey, you create space for innovation and discovery, often finding solutions or opportunities you hadn't initially considered. In addition, detaching from outcomes promotes a deeper sense of self-worth. When you tie your value to achieving certain results, your self-esteem fluctuates with each success or failure. Stoicism teaches that your worth is inherent, not something to be determined by external outcomes. By focusing on your effort and dedication, you build a stronger sense of self that isn't dependent on external validation. This shift allows you to feel confident and fulfilled, regardless of the results. Detaching from outcomes also enhances your relationships. When you're fixated on a specific outcome in your interactions with others, whether it's approval, agreement, or recognition, you may approach relationships with a sense of neediness or control. Stoicism teaches that true connection comes from engaging fully with others without trying to force a particular result. By focusing on the process of building meaningful relationships rather than on the outcomes, you create deeper, more authentic connections based on mutual respect rather than expectations. This mindset shift also brings greater flexibility into your life. When you're attached to a specific outcome, you may resist change or alternative paths, even when they might lead to better results. Stoicism encourages you to let go of rigid expectations and remain adaptable. By focusing on the process and being open to different possibilities, you cultivate a mindset of flexibility, allowing you to pivot when needed and embrace new opportunities with ease. Detachment from outcomes also fosters patience. In a results-driven world, it's easy to become impatient when things don't unfold as quickly as expected. However, Stoicism teaches that the journey often takes time and that patience is essential for long-term growth. By focusing on the process, you learn to trust that progress is being made, even if the results are not immediately visible. This patience brings a sense of calm and persistence, helping you stay committed to your goals without feeling rushed or frustrated. Moreover, detaching from outcomes helps you develop a growth mindset. When you're focused solely on the result, you may view failure as a reflection of your abilities, leading to self-doubt or discouragement. However, Stoicism encourages you to see failure as part of the learning process. By detaching from the outcome, you view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth, not as limitations. This mindset shift allows you to approach life with curiosity and a willingness to improve, turning every experience into a chance to learn. Another benefit of detaching from outcomes is that it helps you maintain inner peace in uncertain situations. Life is full of unpredictability, And when you're attached to a specific result, uncertainty can feel unsettling. However, Stoicism teaches that peace comes from accepting the unknown and focusing on what you can control, the present moment. By detaching from the need for a certain outcome, you find comfort in the process, trusting that whatever unfolds, you will handle it with resilience and grace. Detachment also frees you from the pressure of perfectionism. When you're attached to a specific result, you may feel the need to achieve perfection in every task, leading to stress and dissatisfaction. However, Stoicism teaches that perfection is unattainable and that the pursuit of it often hinders progress. By focusing on the process and doing your best without the need for perfection, you allow yourself to make mistakes, learn, and grow without the burden of unrealistic expectations. Furthermore, detaching from outcomes enhances your ability to be present. When you're fixated on the future and the results you want to achieve, you may miss out on the richness of the current moment. Stoicism teaches that life is lived in the present, and by focusing on the process, you become more mindful of the here and now. This presence not only enhances your experience of life, but also leads to greater satisfaction as you're fully engaged with what you're doing, rather than being distracted by the future. Detaching from outcomes also strengthens your focus. When you're preoccupied with the end result, your attention is divided between the present task and the future outcome. However, Stoicism encourages you to direct your full attention to the task at hand, trusting that the outcome will take care of itself. This focus allows you to perform at your best, as you're not weighed down by worries about the future. By concentrating on the process, you achieve a state of flow where your mind is fully immersed in the present, leading to greater efficiency and satisfaction. Another important aspect of detaching from outcomes is that it fosters gratitude. When you're constantly chasing after results, it's easy to overlook the progress you've made or the experiences you've gained along the way. However, Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment comes from appreciating the journey, not just the destination. By focusing on the process, you cultivate gratitude for each step of the way, recognizing the value in the effort itself, rather than waiting for a specific result to feel satisfied. Detachment also allows you to approach challenges with a sense of curiosity rather than fear. When you're attached to a specific outcome, challenges may feel like threats to your success. However, Stoicism teaches that challenges are opportunities for growth, and that by focusing on the process, you can approach them with curiosity and openness. This mindset allows you to explore different solutions and view obstacles as part of the journey, rather than as roadblocks to your desired result. Another benefit of detaching from outcomes is that it helps you manage expectations. High expectations can lead to disappointment when things don't go as planned, but Stoicism teaches that by focusing on the process, you let go of unrealistic expectations. This doesn't mean lowering your standards, but rather approaching your goals with a sense of realism and flexibility. By managing your expectations, you reduce the emotional strain that often accompanies unmet goals, allowing you to remain positive and focused. Detaching from outcomes also nurtures emotional resilience. When you're tied to a specific result, your emotions may fluctuate with each success or setback, leading to a roller coaster of highs and lows. However, Stoicism teaches that by focusing on the process, you create emotional stability. This resilience allows you to maintain a balanced perspective, even in the face of disappointment. By detaching from the outcome, you become less reactive to external events, fostering a sense of calm and control in your emotional life. Moreover, detaching from outcomes allows you to experience joy in the process itself. When you're solely focused on achieving a result, the process may feel like a means to an end, robbing you of the enjoyment that comes from the act of doing. However, Stoicism encourages you to find fulfillment in the effort, not just the result. By fully engaging in the process, you unlock the joy that comes from creativity, growth, and learning, making each moment meaningful and rewarding. Detachment also strengthens your ability to cope with uncertainty. In life, there are many variables beyond your control, and when you're attached to a specific outcome, uncertainty can create anxiety. However, Stoicism teaches that by focusing on the process, you learn to accept the unknown with grace. This acceptance frees you from the need to control every detail, allowing you to navigate uncertainty with confidence and trust that whatever happens, you will handle it with resilience. Another key benefit of detaching from outcomes is that it promotes long-term growth. When you're solely focused on immediate results, you may miss out on the gradual, steady progress that leads to lasting success. Stoicism teaches that true growth happens over time, and that by focusing on the process, you build the habits and skills necessary for sustained improvement. This long-term focus helps you stay committed to your goals, even when results are slow to come, leading to deeper and more meaningful growth. Detachment from outcomes also fosters a sense of acceptance. Stoicism teaches that while you should strive to do your best, you must also accept that some things are beyond your control. By focusing on the process, you practice acceptance of whatever outcome arises, trusting that you have done your part. This acceptance brings a sense of peace, as you no longer feel the need to force a specific result. Instead, you remain open to whatever comes, knowing that you are prepared to handle it. Detaching from outcomes is a transformative practice that leads to greater peace, fulfillment, and resilience. By focusing on the process and letting go of the need for specific results, you free yourself from the stress, anxiety, and disappointment that often accompany unmet expectations. This Stoic approach allows you to engage fully in the present moment, find joy in the effort, and trust that whatever happens, you have the strength and clarity to navigate it with grace. As you continue this journey in 2025, detachment will serve as a powerful tool for living with purpose, presence, and peace. Having explored the power of detaching from outcomes, we now turn to two key practices that deepen this mindset: patience and presence. Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment comes not from rushing through life or constantly looking ahead, but from embracing each moment with full awareness and calm. In today's fast-paced world, where instant gratification is often prioritized, cultivating patience and presence becomes an act of resistance against distractions and stress. These qualities help you slow down, appreciate the journey, and foster meaningful connections, making life in 2025 more enriching and purposeful. Patience is the foundation for inner peace. When you practice patience, you resist the urge to force situations or rush outcomes. Stoicism reminds us that life unfolds in its own time, and by surrendering to this natural flow, you reduce frustration and anxiety. Patience allows you to remain calm and centered, even when things don't happen as quickly as you'd like. This steady approach helps you navigate challenges with a clear mind, rather than being swept away by impulsive reactions or stress. Presence, on the other hand, is about fully engaging with the moment at hand. In a world full of distractions, presence is a rare and valuable skill. Stoicism teaches that life is lived in the present, and by cultivating presence, you unlock the richness of each experience. Whether you're working, spending time with loved ones, or simply enjoying a quiet moment, being fully present deepens your appreciation for life's simple pleasures. This focus on the now fosters a sense of contentment, helping you feel more connected to the world around you. The combination of patience and presence allows you to develop greater mindfulness. When you're patient, you're not rushing ahead mentally. When you're present, you're fully immersed in the current experience. Together, these qualities create a state of mindfulness, where you are aware of your thoughts, emotions, and surroundings without judgment. Stoicism encourages this mindfulness as a way to gain clarity and maintain a balanced perspective, helping you navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Patience also nurtures resilience. In life, many things take time, whether it's achieving a goal, healing from a setback, or building a meaningful relationship. Stoicism teaches that patience is essential for resilience because it gives you the endurance to stay the course, even when progress seems slow. By practicing patience, you develop the mental strength to face challenges without giving in to frustration or discouragement. This resilience is what allows you to continue moving forward, even in difficult times. Presence, meanwhile, deepens your relationships. When you're fully present with someone, you're not distracted by your phone, your thoughts, or other concerns. You're fully engaged in the conversation, the moment, and the connection. Stoicism teaches that true connection comes from being fully aware and available to others, rather than merely going through the motions. By practicing presence in your relationships, you build deeper, more meaningful bonds based on understanding and genuine engagement. Patience also helps you cultivate self-discipline. In a world that values immediate gratification, practicing patience requires you to delay your desires and focus on long-term goals. Stoicism teaches that self-discipline is essential for living a virtuous life, and patience is a key part of this discipline. By resisting the urge to rush or take shortcuts, you strengthen your ability to stay committed to your principles and values, leading to a more fulfilling and purposeful life. In addition, presence helps you reduce stress. When your mind is constantly jumping ahead to the future or dwelling on the past, stress and anxiety often follow. Stoicism teaches that by grounding yourself in the present moment, you can free yourself from these mental burdens. Presence allows you to focus on what is within your control, your actions and attitude, rather than worrying about things you cannot change. This shift in focus reduces mental clutter and creates a sense of calm and clarity. Patience also teaches you to trust the process. In a results-driven world, it's easy to become fixated on the end goal and lose sight of the journey. However, Stoicism reminds us that growth and progress take time, and that each step along the way is valuable. By practicing patience, you learn to trust that the process is unfolding as it should, even if the results aren't immediately visible. This trust in the process brings a sense of peace, as you're no longer rushing toward the future, but appreciating each phase of the journey. Presence, too, enhances your ability to find joy in the small moments of life. Stoicism teaches that fulfillment is not found in grand achievements, but in the everyday experiences that make life meaningful. By being fully present, you notice the beauty in simple things: the warmth of the sun, the sound of laughter, the comfort of a familiar routine. These small moments become sources of joy and gratitude when you are fully aware and engaged with them, enriching your daily life in profound ways. Patience and presence also help you become more accepting of life's uncertainties. Stoicism teaches that uncertainty is a natural part of life, and that trying to control everything only leads to frustration. By practicing patience, you learn to accept that not everything will happen on your timeline. Presence, meanwhile, allows you to focus on what is happening right now, rather than worrying about what might happen in the future. Together, these qualities help you navigate uncertainty with greater ease, trusting that you will handle whatever comes your way. Another benefit of patience is that it helps you avoid making impulsive decisions. When you're impatient, it's easy to act rashly, making choices that you later regret. However, Stoicism teaches that patience gives you the time and space to think things through before taking action. By practicing patience, you create a buffer between your initial reaction and your final decision, allowing you to respond with greater clarity and wisdom. This thoughtful approach leads to better outcomes and fewer regrets. Presence, on the other hand, enhances your focus. In a world filled with distractions, it's easy to lose focus and become scattered in your efforts. However, Stoicism teaches that being fully present allows you to concentrate on the task at hand without being pulled in multiple directions. This focused attention leads to greater productivity and satisfaction, as you're able to give your best effort to whatever you're doing. Presence helps you achieve a state of flow where time seems to slow down and you're fully immersed in the moment. Patience also fosters emotional stability. When you're constantly rushing or trying to force outcomes, it's easy to become emotionally reactive, frustrated when things don't go as planned or anxious when progress is slow. However, Stoicism teaches that patience allows you to remain calm and composed, even in challenging situations. By practicing patience, you develop greater emotional resilience, allowing you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and equilibrium. Presence, meanwhile, helps you build self-awareness. When you're fully present, you become more attuned to your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. This self-awareness is a key aspect of Stoicism, as it allows you to observe your mind without becoming overwhelmed by it. By practicing presence, you gain greater insight into your inner world, helping you make more intentional choices and respond to life's challenges with greater wisdom. Patience also helps you build stronger relationships with yourself. In a culture that often glorifies busyness and constant achievement, it can be easy to be hard on yourself when things don't move as quickly as you'd like. However, Stoicism teaches that patience with yourself is just as important as patience with others. By practicing self-compassion and allowing yourself the time to grow and improve, you build a healthier relationship with yourself, free from the pressure of unrealistic expectations. Presence, on the other hand, allows you to experience life more fully. When you're always thinking ahead or replaying past events in your mind, you miss out on the richness of the present moment. Stoicism teaches that life is happening right now, and by practicing presence, you allow yourself to fully engage with the world around you. Whether it's savoring a meal, enjoying a conversation, or simply taking a deep breath, presence helps you experience life with greater depth and meaning. Patience also allows you to stay committed to your long-term goals. When progress is slow, it can be tempting to give up or change course. However, Stoicism teaches that patience is essential for perseverance. By practicing patience, you develop the mental endurance needed to stay the course, even when the results aren't immediate. This commitment to the process leads to greater success and fulfillment, as you're able to stay focused on your long-term vision without being discouraged by temporary setbacks. Presence, meanwhile, enhances your ability to listen. In a world full of distractions, truly listening to others has become a rare skill. Stoicism teaches that presence allows you to fully engage in conversations without interrupting or planning your next response. This deep listening not only improves your relationships, but also helps you gain a greater understanding of others. By practicing presence in your interactions, you create space for more meaningful connections and foster a sense of empathy and understanding. Patience also teaches you to let go of control. Many of life's frustrations come from trying to control things that are beyond your influence. Stoicism teaches that patience helps you release the need for control, allowing life to unfold at its own pace. This letting go brings a sense of freedom, as you're no longer burdened by the constant need to manage every detail. By practicing patience, you create space for life to flow naturally, trusting that things will unfold as they should. Presence, on the other hand, enhances your sense of gratitude. When you're fully present, you're more aware of the good things in your life, the simple pleasures, the people who support you, the opportunities that come your way. Stoicism teaches that gratitude is a key component of a fulfilling life, and by practicing presence, you naturally cultivate this sense of appreciation. Presence helps you recognize the abundance in your life, even in the smallest moments, leading to greater happiness and contentment. Patience and presence together create a powerful foundation for a fulfilling life. Stoicism teaches that by slowing down and embracing the present moment, you reduce stress, deepen your relationships, and find greater meaning in your everyday experiences. Patience helps you stay grounded and resilient, while presence allows you to fully engage with life as it unfolds. These qualities not only enhance your personal growth, but also bring a sense of peace and fulfillment that transcends external circumstances. Practicing patience and presence is a transformative way to live more fully and meaningfully. Stoicism reminds us that life is not about rushing toward a distant goal, but about appreciating each step of the journey. By cultivating patience, you develop the resilience to face challenges with calm and strength. By embracing presence, you find joy and connection in the here and now. Together, these practices allow you to live with greater intention, purpose, and peace, creating a life that is rich with meaning and fulfillment in 2025 and beyond. As we've just explored the profound impact of patience and presence on living a more fulfilling life, it's clear that one essential thread ties all these virtues together: self-discipline. Stoicism emphasizes that without self-discipline, even the best intentions fall short. It is the foundation upon which success is built, the force that drives consistent action, and the virtue that keeps you aligned with your goals, especially when faced with distractions and difficulties. In 2025, practicing self-discipline will not only help you achieve your ambitions, but will also lead to deeper, lasting fulfillment. Self-discipline is the engine behind meaningful progress. Stoicism teaches that to reach any goal, you must take consistent, purposeful action. However, the temptation to delay, give in to comfort, or avoid challenges can easily pull you off course. Self-discipline ensures that, despite these temptations, you continue to move forward, taking small, deliberate steps toward your goals. This consistent action, repeated day after day, is what ultimately leads to success. At its core, self-discipline is about mastering your impulses. Stoicism teaches that your mind is often filled with distractions, desires, and emotions that can lead you away from your true purpose. By cultivating self-discipline, you gain control over these impulses, allowing you to choose actions that align with your long-term goals rather than giving in to short-term cravings. This mastery over your mind brings a sense of freedom, as you are no longer a slave to fleeting desires, but are guided by your higher purpose. Self-discipline also builds resilience. Life is full of setbacks and obstacles, and without discipline, it's easy to become discouraged or give up when things get difficult. However, Stoicism teaches that self-discipline helps you stay committed to your goals, even in the face of adversity. By practicing discipline, you develop the mental toughness needed to persevere through challenges, knowing that each difficulty is an opportunity to grow stronger and more capable. Moreover, self-discipline strengthens your ability to focus. In a world filled with endless distractions, staying focused on what truly matters is a challenge. Stoicism teaches that discipline is the key to maintaining that focus, ensuring that your energy is directed toward your priorities rather than being scattered across unimportant tasks. By practicing self-discipline, you create the mental clarity needed to stay on track, even when distractions abound. Another powerful aspect of self-discipline is that it fosters self-respect. Each time you follow through on a commitment or resist a temptation, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of controlling your actions and shaping your life. Stoicism teaches that self-discipline is a form of self-respect because it shows that you value your own goals and principles enough to stay committed to them. This self-respect builds confidence and reinforces your sense of worth, creating a positive cycle of discipline and fulfillment. Self-discipline is also the key to long-term success. While motivation can be fleeting, discipline keeps you moving forward even when your enthusiasm wanes. Stoicism teaches that success is not about short bursts of effort, but about sustained, consistent action over time. By practicing self-discipline, you develop the ability to work toward your goals steadily and persistently, knowing that each small step brings you closer to success. This long-term focus is what separates those who achieve lasting fulfillment from those who burn out or give up too soon. Additionally, self-discipline helps you manage your time effectively. Time is one of the most valuable resources you have, and without discipline, it's easy to waste it on activities that don't contribute to your goals. Stoicism teaches that self-discipline allows you to prioritize your time wisely, ensuring that each moment is spent on something meaningful. By practicing discipline in how you manage your time, you create space for productivity, growth, and fulfillment. In relationships, self-discipline plays a crucial role in maintaining balance and respect. Stoicism teaches that discipline helps you control your reactions, allowing you to respond to others with patience and understanding rather than impulsive emotions. This discipline in communication fosters healthier, more respectful relationships, as you are able to navigate conflicts with calm and clarity. By practicing self-discipline in your interactions with others, you build stronger, more meaningful connections based on mutual respect and consideration. Another key benefit of self-discipline is that it helps you resist the allure of instant gratification. In today's world, it's easy to prioritize short-term pleasure over long-term fulfillment, whether it's through impulsive spending, unhealthy habits, or procrastination. However, Stoicism teaches that true success comes from delaying gratification and focusing on your long-term goals. By practicing self-discipline, you train yourself to resist these immediate temptations and stay committed to your broader vision, leading to more meaningful and lasting rewards. Self-discipline also enhances your ability to make tough decisions. Life is full of difficult choices, and without discipline, it's easy to choose the path of least resistance. However, Stoicism teaches that discipline gives you the strength to make the hard decisions that align with your values and long-term goals, even when they're uncomfortable. By practicing discipline in your decision-making, you ensure that your choices are guided by wisdom and purpose, rather than by fear or convenience. Furthermore, self-discipline is essential for maintaining healthy habits. Whether it's exercising regularly, eating well, or getting enough sleep, discipline is what keeps you committed to your health and well-being. Stoicism teaches that your physical health is a key component of your overall success, and without discipline, it's easy to neglect these important habits. By practicing self-discipline, you create a foundation of health that supports all other areas of your life, giving you the energy and focus needed to achieve your goals. Self-discipline also fosters a sense of responsibility. Stoicism teaches that you are responsible for your own life, and that discipline is what enables you to take full ownership of your actions and outcomes. By practicing discipline, you take control of your destiny, knowing that your success or failure is determined by your own efforts. This sense of responsibility empowers you to make intentional choices and take consistent action toward your goals, rather than relying on external factors or luck. In addition, self-discipline enhances your ability to learn and grow. Whether you're pursuing personal development, learning new skills, or working toward a professional goal, discipline is what keeps you focused on continuous improvement. Stoicism teaches that growth requires consistent effort and that discipline is the driving force behind that effort. By practicing discipline in your learning and development, you ensure that you're always moving forward, gaining new insights and abilities that contribute to your success. Self-discipline also helps you maintain a sense of balance in your life. Stoicism teaches the importance of moderation and the idea that too much of anything, even something positive, can lead to imbalance. Discipline helps you set boundaries and maintain harmony in all areas of your life, whether it's work, relationships, or personal pursuits. By practicing discipline, you avoid the extremes of overwork or neglect, ensuring that your life remains balanced and fulfilling. Another important aspect of self-discipline is that it helps you stay true to your values. In a world full of distractions and temptations, it's easy to lose sight of your principles. However, Stoicism teaches that discipline is what keeps you aligned with your values, even when it's difficult. By practicing discipline, you ensure that your actions are consistent with your beliefs, creating a life that is guided by integrity and purpose. Self-discipline also fosters mental clarity. When you're undisciplined, your mind is often cluttered with distractions, doubts, and conflicting desires. However, Stoicism teaches that discipline helps you clear away this mental clutter, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. By practicing discipline, you create a sense of mental order and clarity, enabling you to approach each day with purpose and intention. This mental clarity is essential for making wise decisions and staying on track toward your goals. In addition, self-discipline strengthens your ability to handle setbacks. In life, failure and disappointment are inevitable, but Stoicism teaches that discipline helps you persevere through these challenges. When you're disciplined, you don't let setbacks derail your progress. Instead, you use them as learning experiences and continue moving forward. This resilience is what allows you to overcome obstacles and ultimately achieve success, even when the path is difficult. Self-discipline also enhances your financial well-being. Whether it's saving for the future, managing your spending, or investing wisely, discipline is essential for maintaining financial health. Stoicism teaches that discipline allows you to resist impulsive purchases or financial decisions that may provide short-term pleasure but harm your long-term stability. By practicing discipline in your financial life, you create a solid foundation for future success and ensure that your financial resources are aligned with your goals. Moreover, self-discipline is crucial for developing a strong work ethic. In any career or pursuit, discipline is what separates those who achieve success from those who merely coast along. Stoicism teaches that discipline helps you stay committed to your work, even when it's challenging or monotonous. By practicing discipline, you develop the perseverance needed to put in the effort required to excel, ensuring that your work is consistently of high quality and aligned with your goals. Self-discipline also helps you cultivate a sense of purpose. When you're disciplined, you're more likely to stay focused on your long-term goals and avoid distractions that pull you off course. Stoicism teaches that discipline is what keeps you aligned with your purpose, ensuring that your actions are always moving you toward your desired outcome. This sense of purpose brings meaning and fulfillment to your life, as you're constantly working towards something that matters to you. Self-discipline also enhances your sense of self-awareness. Stoicism teaches that discipline requires you to be mindful of your thoughts, actions, and habits, as these are the building blocks of your success. By practicing discipline, you become more aware of how your daily choices impact your long-term goals, allowing you to make adjustments and stay on track. This self-awareness is essential for personal growth, and helps you avoid falling into patterns of behavior that are detrimental to your success. Another powerful benefit of self-discipline is that it helps you build confidence. Each time you follow through on a commitment or resist a temptation, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals. Stoicism teaches that confidence comes from consistent action, and self-discipline is what ensures that you take that action even when it's difficult. By practicing discipline, you build a track record of success, which in turn strengthens your confidence and belief in your abilities. Self-discipline also helps you develop patience. Many goals take time to achieve, and without discipline, it's easy to become frustrated or give up when progress is slow. However, Stoicism teaches that discipline helps you stay patient, knowing that success is a long-term process. By practicing discipline, you learn to trust the journey and remain committed to your goals, even when the results aren't immediate. This patience ensures that you stay on course and ultimately reach your desired outcome. Self-discipline is the foundation of success in 2025 and beyond. It is the driving force behind consistent action, the key to maintaining focus and resilience, and the virtue that keeps you aligned with your goals and values. By practicing self-discipline, you create a life that is guided by purpose, clarity, and intention, leading to deeper fulfillment and long-lasting success. As you continue on your journey, self-discipline will be the anchor that ensures you stay on track and achieve your highest aspirations. Having established the importance of self-discipline as the bedrock of success, it's now time to explore another crucial aspect of personal growth: freeing yourself from the habit of comparison. In the modern world, where social media constantly showcases the highlights of others' lives, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring your worth against the achievements of others. However, Stoicism teaches a different path, a path that focuses on your own journey, your values, and your progress. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you unlock a sense of inner peace that leads to genuine happiness. Comparing yourself to others is one of the fastest ways to undermine your self-worth. Stoicism teaches that each person's journey is unique, shaped by different circumstances, strengths, and challenges. By constantly looking at others' successes, you lose sight of your own path and the value of your personal growth. Focusing on your own progress allows you to appreciate the steps you've taken and the lessons you've learned, fostering a sense of contentment and fulfillment. One of the reasons comparison is so damaging is that it shifts your focus outward onto things you cannot control. Stoicism emphasizes that true peace comes from directing your attention inward, focusing on what you can control: your actions, thoughts, and responses. By comparing yourself to others, you give away your power, allowing external factors to dictate your sense of worth. However, by practicing Stoic principles, you reclaim control over your life, focusing on your own progress rather than measuring yourself against external standards. Another key Stoic lesson is that comparison often leads to unnecessary suffering. When you constantly compare yourself to others, you invite feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, and frustration into your life. These emotions can cloud your judgment and make it difficult to see your own value. Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes from within, not from external validation. By letting go of the need to compare, you free yourself from these negative emotions, allowing room for inner peace and genuine self-acceptance. Focusing on your own journey also helps you build a deeper sense of self-awareness. When you stop measuring your progress against others, you gain clarity about your own goals, values, and priorities. Stoicism encourages you to reflect on what truly matters to you, rather than being swayed by what society or others deem important. This self-awareness allows you to live with greater intention and purpose, as you're no longer chasing after someone else's definition of success. One of the most liberating aspects of abandoning comparison is that it allows you to celebrate others' successes without feeling threatened or diminished. Stoicism teaches that there is no scarcity of success or happiness in the world. Someone else's achievements do not take away from your own potential. By focusing on your own path, you cultivate a mindset of abundance where you can genuinely appreciate the accomplishments of others without feeling envy or resentment. This shift fosters a sense of community and connection rather than competition. Another reason comparison is harmful is that it often leads to unrealistic expectations. When you see only the highlights of others' lives, it's easy to assume that their success came easily or that they don't face the same struggles you do. However, Stoicism teaches that everyone faces challenges, and comparing yourself to a curated version of someone else's life is neither fair nor accurate. By focusing on your own progress, you avoid the trap of unrealistic expectations and develop a more balanced, realistic perspective on your journey. Comparison also distracts you from your own achievements. When you're constantly looking at what others have accomplished, you may overlook the progress you've made and the successes you've earned. Stoicism teaches that self-reflection is essential for personal growth, and part of that reflection involves recognizing and appreciating your own accomplishments. By shifting your focus inward, you create space to celebrate your growth, reinforcing a positive sense of self-worth. Letting go of comparison also helps you develop resilience. When you're focused on others' success, setbacks can feel even more discouraging, as you may feel like you're falling behind. However, Stoicism teaches that each setback is an opportunity for growth, and by focusing on your own path, you build the resilience needed to overcome challenges. By embracing your own journey, you learn to see obstacles as part of the process, rather than as signs of failure, allowing you to persevere with confidence. Moreover, comparison can create a false sense of competition, where you feel the need to constantly prove yourself or outdo others. This mindset can lead to burnout and dissatisfaction, as you're chasing external validation rather than pursuing goals that are meaningful to you. Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment comes from within, and by focusing on your own progress, you free yourself from the pressure to compete. This internal focus allows you to pursue goals that align with your values, leading to a deeper sense of satisfaction. By letting go of comparison, you also create space for gratitude. When you're constantly looking at what others have, it's easy to lose sight of the blessings in your own life. Stoicism teaches that gratitude is a key component of happiness, and by focusing on your own journey, you become more aware of the abundance in your life. This shift in perspective allows you to appreciate what you have, rather than longing for what others possess, fostering a deeper sense of contentment. Another benefit of abandoning comparison is that it enhances your ability to stay present. When you're focused on others' achievements or progress, your mind is often in the future or the past, thinking about what you haven't done or what you need to do to catch up. However, Stoicism teaches that life is lived in the present moment, and by focusing on your own journey, you become more engaged with the here and now. This presence allows you to fully experience and appreciate each step of your journey, rather than being distracted by external comparisons. Letting go of comparison also helps you cultivate self-compassion. When you compare yourself to others, you may become overly critical of your own perceived shortcomings. However, Stoicism teaches that self-compassion is essential for personal growth. By focusing on your own path, you learn to be kinder to yourself, recognizing that everyone's journey is different and that progress takes time. This self-compassion allows you to approach your goals with patience and understanding, rather than harsh self-judgment. Another key lesson from Stoicism is that comparison often leads to attachment to external outcomes. When you measure your success against others, you may become fixated on achieving certain milestones or gaining recognition. However, Stoicism teaches that true peace comes from detaching from external validation and focusing on the effort you put into your journey. By letting go of comparison, you shift your focus from achieving specific outcomes to the process itself, finding fulfillment in the effort rather than in external rewards. Letting go of comparison also fosters a sense of independence. When you're constantly measuring yourself against others, your sense of worth becomes tied to external factors. However, Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment comes from within, and by focusing on your own journey, you cultivate a sense of independence and self-reliance. This internal focus allows you to define success on your own terms, rather than relying on others to determine your value. By abandoning comparison, you also free yourself from the need for perfection. When you compare yourself to others, you may feel pressure to be perfect, believing that others have achieved a level of success or happiness that you haven't. However, Stoicism teaches that perfection is unattainable and that true growth comes from embracing your imperfections. By focusing on your own journey, you learn to accept yourself as you are, imperfections and all, fostering a sense of self-acceptance and inner peace. Another benefit of letting go of comparison is that it helps you stay grounded. When you're constantly looking at others' achievements, it's easy to become caught up in external markers of success, whether it's wealth, status, or recognition. However, Stoicism teaches that these external factors are fleeting and that true fulfillment comes from within. By focusing on your own path, you stay grounded in what truly matters, your values, your growth, and your sense of purpose, rather than being swayed by external pressures. Letting go of comparison also helps you cultivate a sense of humility. When you stop measuring yourself against others, you become more aware of your own limitations and strengths. Stoicism teaches that humility is essential for personal growth, as it allows you to see yourself clearly, without the distortion of comparison. By focusing on your own journey, you develop a more realistic and balanced view of yourself, recognizing both your achievements and areas for improvement. In addition, abandoning comparison allows you to focus on your unique strengths. When you compare yourself to others, you may overlook your own talents and abilities, believing that someone else's achievements are more valuable. However, Stoicism teaches that each person has unique gifts, and by focusing on your own path, you can cultivate and celebrate your strengths. This focus on your individuality allows you to develop a deeper sense of confidence and self-worth, as you recognize the value of your unique contributions. Letting go of comparison also fosters a sense of freedom. When you're constantly measuring yourself against others, you may feel trapped by external expectations and standards. However, Stoicism teaches that true freedom comes from living in alignment with your own values and purpose. By focusing on your own journey, you free yourself from the constraints of comparison, allowing you to pursue what truly matters to you without worrying about how you measure up to others. Another key lesson from Stoicism is that comparison often leads to attachment to outcomes that are beyond your control. When you measure your success against others, you may become fixated on achieving certain results, whether it's a promotion, a certain level of income, or recognition from others. However, Stoicism teaches that many external outcomes are beyond your control, and that true peace comes from focusing on what you can control: your effort, your actions, and your mindset. By letting go of comparison, you shift your focus from external outcomes to the process itself, finding fulfillment in the effort rather than in the result. Letting go of comparison also enhances your ability to experience joy. When you're constantly measuring yourself against others, it's easy to become fixated on what you don't have, leading to feelings of dissatisfaction and frustration. However, Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes from appreciating what you have and finding joy in the present moment. By focusing on your own journey, you cultivate a sense of gratitude and contentment, allowing you to experience more joy and fulfillment in your daily life. Another benefit of abandoning comparison is that it helps you develop a growth mindset. When you compare yourself to others, you may view success as a fixed outcome, believing that you're either successful or you're not. However, Stoicism teaches that success is a journey, not a destination, and that growth happens over time through consistent effort. By focusing on your own progress, you develop a growth mindset, recognizing that each step forward is a valuable part of the journey, even if you're not where you want to be yet. Letting go of comparison also enhances your ability to stay focused on your goals. When you're constantly looking at what others are doing, it's easy to become distracted and lose sight of your own priorities. However, Stoicism teaches that discipline and focus are essential for achieving success. By focusing on your own journey, you eliminate distractions and stay committed to your goals, ensuring that your energy is directed toward what truly matters to you. Abandoning the habit of comparison is essential for achieving inner peace and true fulfillment. Stoicism teaches that by focusing on your own journey, you free yourself from the stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction that often accompany comparison. This shift in focus allows you to live with greater clarity, purpose, and joy as you cultivate self-awareness, self-compassion, and a deeper sense of gratitude. As you continue on your path in 2025, letting go of comparison will be a powerful tool for finding happiness and contentment in your unique journey. Having explored the profound peace that comes from stopping comparisons, it naturally leads us to one of the most transformative principles of Stoicism: letting go of what you can't control. Life is filled with uncertainties, twists and turns that often leave you feeling overwhelmed or powerless. Stoicism teaches that true freedom is found when you release the need to control everything, accepting that some things are simply beyond your influence. By mastering the art of letting go, you free yourself from the burdens of worry and frustration, creating space for inner peace and clarity. Letting go begins with the acknowledgement that not everything is within your control. Stoicism distinguishes between what is in your power, your thoughts, actions, and responses, and what lies outside of it, such as the actions of others, external events, or outcomes. When you focus on controlling what's beyond your reach, you only invite unnecessary stress and disappointment. However, by accepting this reality, you free your mind from chasing the impossible and can direct your energy toward what truly matters. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is that clinging to control often leads to suffering. When you're attached to a specific outcome or circumstance, the fear of losing it or not achieving it creates anxiety. Stoicism teaches that by letting go of this attachment, you can find peace in the present moment. You're no longer weighed down by the what-ifs or consumed by the future. Instead, you are free to focus on what you can influence: your actions, mindset, and effort. Letting go also fosters resilience. When you're constantly trying to control every aspect of life, setbacks feel like personal failures. However, Stoicism teaches that obstacles are not roadblocks, but opportunities for growth. By letting go of the need to control outcomes, you allow yourself to flow with life's challenges, adapting to them rather than resisting. This flexibility builds mental and emotional resilience, enabling you to face difficulties with greater strength and composure. Another powerful aspect of letting go is that it releases you from the weight of expectations. Expectations are often based on external factors that are beyond your control, whether it's the actions of others or the results of a project. Stoicism teaches that by letting go of these expectations, you free yourself from disappointment. Instead of being fixated on how things should turn out, you can focus on the effort you put in and find satisfaction in knowing that you did your best. Letting go also encourages you to live with more freedom. When you're constantly trying to control the uncontrollable, life feels constrained, like you're constantly battling against reality. However, by embracing Stoicism's principle of letting go, you experience a sense of liberation. You realize that while you can't control everything, you can control how you respond. This shift in focus brings a feeling of empowerment, as you are no longer weighed down by the need to make everything go your way. This approach also enhances your ability to deal with uncertainty. Life is full of unpredictability, and Stoicism teaches that trying to control every aspect of it only leads to frustration. By letting go of the need to have everything figured out, you create space for acceptance and adaptability. This doesn't mean giving up or being passive. Rather, it's about adjusting your mindset so that uncertainty no longer feels like a threat, but instead becomes a part of the journey. Letting go also deepens your relationships. Often, we try to control how others think, behave, or react, which creates tension and frustration. Stoicism teaches that the only person you can control is yourself. By releasing the need to control others, you foster healthier relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. This acceptance creates a more harmonious dynamic, where you can appreciate people for who they are without the pressure of trying to change them. Another key aspect of letting go is that it allows you to release past regrets. Many people hold on to mistakes or missed opportunities, which keeps them stuck in the past. However, Stoicism teaches that the past is beyond your control, and holding on to it only prevents you from moving forward. By letting go of past regrets, you free yourself from the mental burden of what could have been, and instead focus on what you can do today to create a better future. Letting go also helps you manage your emotions more effectively. When you're attached to specific outcomes or events, your emotions become tied to whether things go your way. Stoicism teaches that by letting go of the need to control, you create emotional stability. You're no longer swayed by every external event or disappointment, allowing you to maintain a sense of inner calm. This emotional balance not only enhances your well-being, but also allows you to make clearer, more rational decisions. In addition, letting go fosters a sense of trust in the process of life. Stoicism encourages you to have faith that, while you can't control every outcome, life has a way of unfolding as it should. This doesn't mean being passive or resigning yourself to fate, but rather trusting that your efforts will bear fruit in their own time. By letting go of the need to control every detail, you cultivate patience and a sense of peace, knowing that you're doing your part and that the rest is beyond your control. Letting go also enhances your focus. When you're not constantly worried about outcomes or external events, you can direct your attention to what's truly within your power. This focus allows you to perform at your best, as you're no longer distracted by things outside your control. By letting go of unnecessary mental clutter, you create space for clarity and intentional action, ensuring that your energy is used effectively. Another important aspect of letting go is that it allows you to live more authentically. When you're constantly trying to control how others perceive you or how situations unfold, you may find yourself compromising your true self. Stoicism teaches that by letting go of the need for approval or validation, you can live more in alignment with your values and principles. This authenticity brings a deeper sense of fulfillment, as you are no longer driven by external expectations, but by your inner compass. Letting go also helps you cultivate a sense of gratitude. When you're not fixated on controlling outcomes or clinging to expectations, you become more aware of the good things in your life. Stoicism teaches that gratitude is a key component of a fulfilling life, and by letting go, you create space for appreciation. Instead of focusing on what's missing or what didn't go as planned, you can focus on the abundance that already exists in your life, fostering a sense of contentment. By embracing the Stoic art of letting go, you also free yourself from the pressure of perfectionism. Perfectionism is often driven by a need to control every detail and ensure that everything turns out flawlessly. However, Stoicism teaches that perfection is unattainable and that the pursuit of it only leads to frustration. By letting go of this need for perfection, you allow yourself to embrace progress over perfection, recognizing that growth comes from effort, not from achieving an impossible ideal. Letting go also enhances your ability to stay present. When you're constantly focused on the future or trying to control outcomes, you miss out on the richness of the present moment. Stoicism teaches that life is lived in the now, and by letting go of the need to control what's ahead, you create space to fully experience and appreciate the present. This presence brings a sense of peace and fulfillment, as you're no longer distracted by what might happen, but are fully engaged with what is happening. Another benefit of letting go is that it fosters self-compassion. When you're constantly trying to control everything, it's easy to be hard on yourself when things don't go as planned. However, Stoicism teaches that mistakes and setbacks are part of the human experience, and by letting go of the need for control, you can be kinder to yourself. This self-compassion allows you to learn from your experiences without being overly critical, fostering a healthier relationship with yourself. Letting go also helps you manage stress. Many sources of stress come from trying to control things that are beyond your influence, whether it's a deadline, someone's opinion, or a situation's outcome. Stoicism teaches that by focusing on what you can control, your actions, attitude, and mindset, you can significantly reduce stress. Letting go of the rest frees you from the mental strain of trying to manage the uncontrollable, allowing you to navigate life with greater ease and calm. Another powerful aspect of letting go is that it strengthens your relationships with others. When you release the need to control how others think, behave, or respond, you create more space for empathy and understanding. Stoicism teaches that each person has their own path, and by letting go of control, you allow others to be themselves without judgment or expectation. This acceptance fosters deeper, more authentic connections, as you're no longer trying to shape others to fit your expectations, but are instead appreciating them for who they are. Letting go also helps you embrace change. Change is one of the few constants in life, yet it's often something people try to resist or control. Stoicism teaches that change is natural and that resisting it only creates suffering. By letting go of the need to keep things the same or control how change unfolds, you open yourself to new possibilities and growth. This adaptability allows you to navigate life's transitions with grace, knowing that change is an opportunity for evolution, not something to fear. The art of letting go is one of the most liberating practices you can cultivate. Stoicism teaches that by releasing the need to control what's beyond your influence, you create space for inner peace, clarity, and growth. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means focusing on what you can control, your actions, mindset, and effort, while trusting that the rest will unfold as it should. By embracing this practice, you free yourself from unnecessary stress, fear, and frustration, allowing you to live with greater freedom, resilience, and contentment. As we've explored the liberating power of letting go, it's now time to dive into another crucial Stoic principle: self-reflection. In a world that constantly demands action, it's easy to overlook the importance of introspection. Yet, true growth requires more than just movement. It requires understanding. Self-reflection is the tool that reveals who you are beneath the surface, helping you uncover patterns, learn from your experiences, and guide your future with wisdom. In 2025, embracing the practice of self-reflection will not only shape your personal growth, but also enhance every area of your life. Self-reflection begins with the willingness to pause and take a closer look at your thoughts, actions, and emotions. Stoicism teaches that without this inner observation, it's easy to move through life on autopilot, repeating the same mistakes or clinging to unhelpful habits. By engaging in regular self-reflection, you create a space for awareness, allowing you to see your own patterns more clearly and identify where you may need to make changes. Self-reflection also helps you gain clarity about your values. In a world filled with distractions and competing demands, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in alignment with your values, and self-reflection allows you to reconnect with those core beliefs. By taking the time to examine your actions and decisions, you can ensure that they reflect your true priorities, leading to a more authentic and fulfilling life. This practice also encourages personal responsibility. When you reflect on your choices and their outcomes, you become more aware of how your actions shape your life. Stoicism teaches that you are responsible for your own growth, and self-reflection is a key part of that process. By acknowledging both your successes and your mistakes, you empower yourself to learn from each experience and take ownership of your journey forward. Self-reflection also fosters emotional intelligence. By taking the time to observe your emotions and reactions, you develop a deeper understanding of what triggers certain feelings or responses. Stoicism teaches that emotional mastery comes from knowing yourself well enough to navigate your emotions with calm and clarity. Through self-reflection, you can identify patterns of emotional reactivity and begin to respond with greater mindfulness, leading to healthier relationships and a more balanced inner life. Moreover, self-reflection deepens your self-awareness. Without reflection, it's easy to fall into habitual thinking and behavior without questioning why. Stoicism teaches that self-awareness is essential for growth because it allows you to see where you're limiting yourself or acting out of alignment with your true self. By regularly reflecting on your thoughts, actions, and experiences, you cultivate a deeper understanding of who you are and where you want to go. Self-reflection also promotes humility. When you take the time to examine your behavior honestly, you become more aware of your strengths and weaknesses. Stoicism encourages the practice of humility, recognizing that growth often comes from acknowledging your limitations. By reflecting on your mistakes or areas for improvement, you develop a sense of humility that keeps you grounded and open to learning, while also giving you the confidence to build on your strengths. Another powerful aspect of self-reflection is that it helps you identify patterns in your life. Often, without conscious awareness, we repeat the same behaviors or fall into the same traps. Self-reflection allows you to step back and observe these patterns, providing insight into why they occur and how to break free from them. Stoicism teaches that growth comes from learning, and by reflecting on your past experiences, you can gain valuable lessons that help you make better choices moving forward. Self-reflection also enhances your ability to set meaningful goals. When you take the time to reflect on your values, strengths, and areas for improvement, You can set goals that align with your true self rather than being influenced by external expectations. Stoicism teaches that living with intention is key to personal growth, and self-reflection helps you ensure that your goals are grounded in what matters most to you, creating a clear path towards success and fulfillment. Moreover, self-reflection allows you to learn from your mistakes without being consumed by them. Stoicism teaches that failure is a natural part of life and that growth often comes from our missteps. By reflecting on your mistakes, you can identify what went wrong and how to avoid repeating the same errors in the future. This reflective process turns failure into a valuable learning experience, helping you approach challenges with greater wisdom and resilience. Self-reflection also helps you cultivate patience. Growth is often a slow process, and without reflection, it's easy to become frustrated by a lack of immediate results. However, Stoicism teaches that true growth happens over time, and by reflecting on your progress, you can appreciate the small steps you've taken along the way. This practice fosters patience, allowing you to remain committed to your journey without being discouraged by temporary setbacks. Another benefit of self-reflection is that it helps you develop greater self-discipline. When you regularly reflect on your actions and choices, you become more aware of where you may be falling short or giving in to distractions. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-discipline in achieving your goals, and self-reflection provides the insight needed to strengthen that discipline. By identifying areas where you need to improve, you can take intentional steps to stay on track and maintain your focus. Self-reflection also enhances your ability to handle adversity. Life is filled with challenges, and Stoicism teaches that resilience comes from learning how to navigate those difficulties with wisdom. By reflecting on past challenges, you can identify how you responded, what you learned, and how you can approach future obstacles with greater strength. This practice helps you build resilience, knowing that each challenge is an opportunity for growth. Self-reflection also fosters a sense of gratitude. When you take the time to reflect on your experiences, you become more aware of the lessons learned and the growth you've achieved. Stoicism teaches that gratitude is essential for a fulfilling life, and self-reflection helps you recognize the positive aspects of your journey, even in difficult times. By focusing on what you've gained from each experience, you cultivate a sense of gratitude that enhances your overall well-being. Moreover, self-reflection helps you stay true to your purpose. In the busyness of life, it's easy to get caught up in external pressures or distractions that pull you away from your true path. Stoicism teaches that living with purpose is key to personal growth, and self-reflection allows you to regularly check in with yourself and ensure that your actions are aligned with your deeper mission. This intentional focus keeps you grounded in your purpose, helping you stay on track even when life gets hectic. Self-reflection also helps you build stronger relationships. When you take the time to reflect on your interactions with others, you gain insight into how your behavior affects those around you. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of harmony in relationships, and self-reflection allows you to identify areas where you can improve communication, show more empathy, or resolve conflicts more effectively. This awareness helps you build deeper, more meaningful connections with others. Self-reflection also enhances your decision-making skills. When you regularly reflect on your choices, you become more aware of the factors that influence your decisions and the outcomes they create. Stoicism teaches that wise decision-making is essential for a well-lived life, and self-reflection helps you develop the clarity and insight needed to make better choices. By examining your past decisions and their results, you can approach future decisions with greater confidence and wisdom. Self-reflection also encourages a growth mindset. When you reflect on your experiences, you begin to see challenges and setbacks as opportunities for learning and improvement. Stoicism teaches that growth is a lifelong process, and self-reflection helps you embrace that journey with curiosity and openness. By viewing each experience as a chance to grow, you cultivate a mindset that is focused on continuous learning and self-improvement. Another key benefit of self-reflection is that it helps you develop emotional resilience. When you take the time to reflect on your emotions, you become more aware of how certain situations trigger certain feelings. Stoicism teaches that emotional mastery comes from understanding your emotions without being controlled by them. By reflecting on your emotional responses, you can develop strategies for managing difficult emotions more effectively, leading to greater emotional balance and resilience. Self-reflection also helps you build self-trust. When you regularly reflect on your actions and choices, you become more attuned to your inner wisdom. Stoicism teaches that trusting yourself is essential for personal growth, and self-reflection helps you develop that trust by showing you that you have the ability to learn from your experiences and make wise decisions. This self-trust fosters confidence, allowing you to move forward with greater certainty and self-assurance. Moreover, self-reflection enhances your ability to adapt to change. Life is constantly changing, and Stoicism teaches that flexibility is key to navigating those shifts with grace. By reflecting on how you've handled changes in the past, you can identify what strategies worked and what didn't, helping you approach future changes with greater adaptability. This reflective practice allows you to embrace change as a natural part of life, rather than resisting it or feeling overwhelmed by it. Self-reflection also helps you cultivate mindfulness. When you take the time to reflect on your thoughts, actions, and experiences, you become more aware of the present moment. Stoicism teaches that living in the present is essential for personal growth, and self-reflection helps you stay grounded in the here and now. This mindfulness enhances your ability to fully engage with each moment, rather than being distracted by the past or the future. Another important aspect of self-reflection is that it helps you develop self-compassion. When you reflect on your mistakes or shortcomings, it's easy to be hard on yourself. However, Stoicism teaches that self-compassion is essential for growth. By reflecting with kindness and understanding, you allow yourself to learn from your mistakes without being overly critical. This self-compassion fosters a healthier relationship with yourself, allowing you to grow with grace and patience. Self-reflection also enhances your ability to set boundaries. When you reflect on your experiences, you become more aware of where you may be overextending yourself or allowing others to infringe on your personal space. Stoicism teaches that setting boundaries is essential for maintaining balance and well-being. By reflecting on where you need to set limits, you can create healthier boundaries that protect your time, energy, and peace of mind. Moreover, self-reflection helps you cultivate gratitude for the progress you've made. Personal growth is often a gradual process, and without reflection, it's easy to overlook the small steps you've taken toward your goals. Stoicism teaches that growth is a journey, not a destination, and self-reflection allows you to appreciate the progress you've made along the way. This sense of gratitude enhances your motivation, helping you stay committed to your goals with a positive mindset. Self-reflection also helps you stay focused on what truly matters. In a world filled with distractions and competing demands, it's easy to lose sight of your priorities. Stoicism teaches that living with intention is key to personal growth, and self-reflection allows you to regularly check in with yourself and ensure that your actions are aligned with your true values. This intentional focus helps you stay on track, even when life pulls you in different directions. Self-reflection is an essential tool for personal growth in 2025. By taking the time to examine your thoughts, actions, and experiences, you gain valuable insights that help you grow with intention and wisdom. Stoicism teaches that self-reflection is the key to living a life of purpose, clarity, and fulfillment, as it allows you to learn from your past, stay connected to your values, and continuously evolve into the best version of yourself. Embracing this practice will not only shape your personal growth, but will also enhance every aspect of your life in the years to come. As we've seen, self-reflection is a powerful tool for personal growth, helping you understand yourself and align your actions with your deeper values. But growth isn't something that happens in isolation. Your relationships shape and support your journey. However, Stoicism teaches that while relationships are vital, attachment can create unnecessary suffering. Learning how to build meaningful relationships without attachment is essential for fostering deep connections that bring joy without the weight of dependency. This approach allows you to care deeply for others while maintaining a sense of inner peace and freedom. To build meaningful relationships without attachment, it's important to understand that true connection doesn't come from possession or control. Stoicism teaches that relationships flourish when both individuals are free to grow and express themselves. When you cling too tightly to someone, whether out of fear, insecurity, or need, you create tension. But when you release the need to control or own the relationship, you create space for genuine connection where both people can fully be themselves. At the core of building relationships without attachment is trust. When you trust yourself and the other person, you don't feel the need to constantly manage the relationship. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on what you can control, your actions and attitude, while letting go of what you can't. In relationships, this means trusting that the other person will make their own decisions and follow their own path, without needing to micromanage or hold on tightly. Building relationships without attachment also requires self-awareness. Often, attachment stems from a place of insecurity or fear of loss. By practicing self-reflection, you can identify these underlying emotions and address them within yourself, rather than projecting them onto the relationship. Stoicism teaches that true strength comes from within, and when you rely on your inner sense of worth, you can approach relationships from a place of confidence and openness rather than neediness or fear. Another key element in building relationships without attachment is practicing presence. When you're fully present in your interactions, you're not distracted by fears about the future or regrets about the past. Stoicism teaches that life is lived in the present moment, and by being fully engaged with the person in front of you, you create a deeper connection. This presence allows you to appreciate the time you have with them without clinging to expectations or outcomes, fostering a relationship based on genuine interaction rather than future projections. Letting go of attachment also allows you to embrace the natural ebb and flow of relationships. Stoicism teaches that change is inevitable, and this applies to relationships as well. People grow, circumstances shift, and sometimes relationships evolve or come to an end. By letting go of the need to control or hold on tightly, you create space for the relationship to grow naturally. This openness allows you to adapt to the changes that come without being consumed by fear or grief when things don't go as expected. Building relationships without attachment also fosters a deeper sense of respect for the other person's individuality. When you're not attached to how they should behave, think, or respond, you allow them to be themselves fully. Stoicism teaches that each person has their own journey, and by respecting that, you create a relationship based on mutual appreciation rather than expectation. This respect forms the foundation of a truly meaningful connection where both individuals feel valued for who they are. Letting go of attachment also helps you create boundaries in your relationships. Often, attachment blurs the lines between where you end and the other person begins, leading to codependency or over-involvement. Stoicism teaches that healthy relationships require clear boundaries, where both individuals maintain their sense of self while still being connected. By letting go of attachment, you can establish these boundaries with compassion, ensuring that both people have the space to grow independently while still supporting each other. Another benefit of building relationships without attachment is that it reduces conflict. Many arguments in relationships arise from unmet expectations or the desire to control how the other person acts. Stoicism teaches that you cannot control others, only your own reactions. By letting go of the need to shape the relationship to fit your ideals, you allow it to unfold naturally, reducing the tension that comes from trying to force certain outcomes. This creates a more peaceful and harmonious dynamic. Letting go of attachment also helps you maintain emotional balance in your relationships. When you're overly attached to someone, your emotions may fluctuate with their actions or mood, leading to instability. Stoicism teaches that emotional resilience comes from within and that you can find peace by not tying your emotional state to external factors. By building relationships without attachment, you maintain your emotional equilibrium, allowing you to care deeply for others without being swept away by every change in the relationship. Building relationships without attachment also enhances your ability to communicate openly. When you're not clinging to specific outcomes, you're more willing to engage in honest and vulnerable conversations. Stoicism teaches that transparency and truth are essential for meaningful relationships, and by letting go of attachment, you create a space where both people can share their thoughts and feelings freely, without fear of judgment or rejection. This openness fosters trust and deepens the connection. Moreover, building relationships without attachment allows you to experience the joy of giving without expectation. Often, attachment leads to giving with the hope of receiving something in return, whether it's love, validation, or approval. Stoicism teaches that true generosity comes from giving without expectation of return. By letting go of attachment, you can give freely in your relationships, knowing that the act of giving itself is fulfilling. This generosity strengthens the bond between you and others, creating a relationship based on mutual care and support. Another key aspect of building relationships without attachment is practicing detachment from outcomes. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on the effort you put into your relationships rather than the results. This means caring for the person, being present, and offering your best without needing the relationship to turn out a specific way. By letting go of attachment to the outcome, you find peace in knowing that you've done your part, regardless of how the relationship evolves. Building relationships without attachment also fosters independence. When you're not emotionally dependent on the other person, you maintain your sense of self and autonomy. Stoicism teaches that true strength comes from within, and by nurturing your independence, you can approach relationships from a place of wholeness rather than need. This independence allows you to contribute more fully to the relationship, as you're not seeking fulfillment from the other person, but are already complete in yourself. Letting go of attachment also helps you navigate the end of relationships with grace. Whether due to distance, personal growth, or other circumstances, relationships sometimes come to a natural conclusion. Stoicism teaches that everything in life is impermanent, and by accepting this, you can approach the end of a relationship with gratitude for the time shared rather than clinging to what once was. This acceptance allows you to move forward with peace, knowing that the relationship served its purpose and that both individuals are free to continue their journeys. Another benefit of building relationships without attachment is that it fosters a deeper sense of connection. When you're not constantly worried about losing the person or trying to control the relationship, you can be more fully present in the moment. Stoicism teaches that presence is key to meaningful connections, and by letting go of attachment, you allow yourself to engage more deeply with the person, creating a bond that is based on mutual respect and understanding rather than fear or need. Letting go of attachment also helps you avoid the trap of idealization. Often, attachment leads to placing unrealistic expectations on the other person, viewing them as a source of happiness or fulfillment. Stoicism teaches that no one can be responsible for your happiness but yourself. By letting go of attachment, you see the other person more clearly, appreciating them for who they are rather than who you want them to be. This realistic perspective strengthens the relationship as it is based on acceptance rather than idealization. Building relationships without attachment also fosters a sense of gratitude. When you're not attached to the relationship turning out a specific way, you can appreciate the connection for what it is in the present moment. Stoicism teaches that gratitude is essential for a fulfilling life, and by letting go of attachment, you cultivate a deeper appreciation for the person and the time you share together. This gratitude enhances the relationship as it shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already there. Moreover, letting go of attachment helps you create a sense of balance in your relationships. Often, attachment leads to overinvestment in the relationship, where one person gives too much or relies too heavily on the other. Stoicism teaches that balance is key to harmony in relationships, and by letting go of attachment, you can maintain a healthy give-and-take dynamic. This balance ensures that both individuals feel supported without feeling overwhelmed or drained by the relationship. Letting go of attachment also helps you approach relationships with curiosity and openness. When you're not fixated on how the relationship should unfold, you create space for exploration and discovery. Stoicism teaches that life is full of unknowns, and by embracing this uncertainty, you can approach your relationships with a sense of curiosity. This openness allows the relationship to grow and evolve naturally without being confined by rigid expectations or plans. Another benefit of building relationships without attachment is that it reduces the fear of loss. When you're attached to someone, the fear of losing them can cast a shadow over the relationship, creating anxiety and tension. Stoicism teaches that everything in life is temporary, and by accepting this, you can let go of the fear of loss. This acceptance allows you to enjoy the relationship more fully, knowing that while nothing lasts forever, the time you share together is meaningful and valuable in its own right. Letting go of attachment also fosters forgiveness. When you're not clinging to expectations or idealized versions of the other person, you're more likely to forgive their mistakes and imperfections. Stoicism teaches that everyone is human and capable of error, and by letting go of attachment, you can approach the relationship with greater compassion and understanding. This forgiveness strengthens the bond between you and the other person, as it allows for growth and healing rather than resentment or judgment. In conclusion, building meaningful relationships without attachment is a powerful way to cultivate deeper connections while maintaining your inner peace and freedom. Stoicism teaches that by letting go of the need to control or possess, you create space for relationships to flourish naturally based on trust, respect, and presence. This approach not only strengthens your relationships, but also enhances your emotional resilience, allowing you to care deeply for others without being overwhelmed by fear or dependency. As you continue to grow in 2025, this practice will help you build relationships that are rooted in love, authenticity, and mutual support. As you embark on this journey of implementing these Stoic strategies, You're not just aiming for success in 2025, you're reshaping the way you live, think, and grow. By aligning your actions with purpose, mastering emotional control, embracing gratitude, and detaching from outcomes, you are laying the foundation for a life filled with clarity, peace, and fulfillment. The path may not always be easy, but each step brings you closer to living with deeper intention and inner strength. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these Stoic strategies resonates the most with your journey? Drop a comment below, and let's keep the conversation going. Your insight could inspire someone else. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss more content that helps you live your best, most empowered life. We're building a community of growth and wisdom. Let's grow together.